Morning Show. Christy Lee, back from vacation.
Hello.
Pat Godwin. Got a little run going, Pat.
Hell yeah.
He's over there in the studio. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
And that massive, thick hair he's got.
Look at that.
Man.
Comb it back.
Skin it back. Oh,
Skin it back.
I'm
Big Peter.
Chick McGee. Did you say Big Peter?
He did.
Yeah.
The song Skin It Back
Here's
is
tough.
about a gentleman of the uncircumcised variety, according to Paul Barrere, the fine writer of that song. I highly recommend it.
Little Feat.
From Little Feat, thank you. It's good to have you back, Christy.
Good to be back.
Well, she just got back. Let's hold our judgment.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's okay.
How's marriage?
Didn't get married. Sorry to disappoint.
Are you prego?
I'm not prego.
Did you try?
Got a new hat.
Hold it. She got a new hat.
Really big
I did.
news.
Big news.
I've got to see that.
For the spring
Tombstone,
cotillion?
Arizona. Oh, it was nice. Nice hat.
What kind of hat is it?
It's a nice cowboy hat.
A Stetson?
Oh, the cowboy.
Not a Stetson.
Then it ain't a hat. Did you bring it in?
I did not. I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Well, don't mention it. Now, we got all excited to see your new hat.
Yeah.
I'll put it up on
So
social.
it's kind of a cowgirl thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I jumped into that Wild West thing. Oh,
You like buying cowboy hats, don't you?
I do.
Because we were somewhere on the comedy tour and you went to buy a cowboy hat.
in Nebraska.
Yes.
Yes.
What happened to it?
Isn't that a fascinating story,
Where's that
Tom?
one?
In my closet somewhere, probably.
How many cowboy hats do you have?
4?
That's 4 more than I have.
A lot.
It's cowgirl night at Christie's.
I don't look good in a cowboy hat.
You don't?
I look real dumb. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my flat head in the back or what. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. I had no idea. When we went to Tombstone, I loved it. I was really into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Wyatt Earp die in like 1936 or something?
It was.
He just did.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christy Lee gets hitched in the West.
I did not get hitched.
What?
This is the closest I've got to.
It's not frontwards. It's reverse cowgirl.
Beep, beep, beep. Back it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a good move.
It's good to have you here, Christy. Thanks for enlightening
You're
us
welcome.
on the marriage thing. Everyone thought you were getting married.
I know, everyone, even family. I'm like, no, folks. Thanks a lot.
But you are engaged. We should be clear on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to get one.
I'll get married someday.
Okay, of course. Now, we have Chick McGee at the sports desk. And Josh Arnold continues to be sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
I do.
As we get ready for Mother's Day with Steven. You want to give me some sports?
Well,
How about that Masters, huh?
Oh, yeah, John Rahm, who I thought was from somewhere in Oklahoma. Evidently, he's a Spaniard.
I had no
I
idea.
had no idea.
That's correct.
Isn't it marvelous that you can be on an airplane and watch the Masters live on TV?
Oh, no kidding. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
How cool is that?
That is cool.
John Rahm is, I think his mom's from Madrid and his father's from the Basque
Region. Yeah.
Huh.
He can bask in the glory of
A green jacket.
putting on the green jacket.
That's right. Here's John Rahm after the victory yesterday in Augusta, Georgia.
40 years after Seve's second victory,
Seve
and on his
Ballesteros.
birthday, you've
Yeah.
become the 4th
Oh,
Spaniard
this is the reporter
to win the
asking.
green
Yeah, Nance asked him the same things like we don't have
Through
him.
your emotions, the moment.
How do you know this isn't Jim Nance?
Hard to
Not nearly as good.
hard to put it into.
I beg your pardon?
First of all,
Obviously, we all dream of
there he
things
is.
like this
Yeah,
as
there he
players,
is.
and
This will be a
just try to
succinct
visualize
answer, I'm
what it's
sure.
gonna be like and what it's gonna feel like. And,
Yeah. I don't want to talk about
when I hit
feelings.
that third shot on the
Okay.
green, and I could tell it was close by the crowd's reaction.
Yeah.
Just the wave of emotion
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
of so many things just overtook me.
Sounds like it.
Never thought I was gonna cry by winning a golf tournament, but I got very close.
Pussy.
On that 18th hole.
Crying because he won a golf.
He couldn't cry. The amateur cried. But this guy couldn't cry?
No.
Bennett was able to
Is it over yet?
You know what makes me cry?
What's that?
Hearing Jim Nance broadcast.
Oof.
That's what makes
He's
me
very good.
What is your deal with Jim Nance? He does a great job.
vanilla.
He doesn't
You know what?
make it.
He reminds me.
He doesn't make it about himself. That's
He
the whole
reminds me of the AI, the computer.
No
generated
way.
It's flat. And,
Far more eloquent.
Is this Jim Nance or is this the computer?
Substrucker, 28 years old from Austria,
Could
is
be
going
Jim
to hit
Nance.
from the pine straw on hole 1. He took stroke 2, and the ball traveled 162
What is
yards
that?
into the greenside
What is the
bunker.
annoying accent the robot's supposed to be doing?
Inoffensive as
some
possible,
sort of,
I think, is what
rounded.
Some New Zealand.
We've somehow
Aussie.
gathered every accent and put it into one so that no one can be offended.
Now the Masters was had some problems with the weather.
Yeah. They had to
Not yesterday, though.
cram 30 holes in yesterday.
You see the one guy, instead of yelling 4, he yelled timber.
That was fascinating. Of course, there were cameras everywhere, and that tree just clunk right up.
It's lucky nobody got hit.
Very fortunate.
That's what God does to try to hit a
Let me ask you
2-iron.
this. Let me ask you
The old 2-iron joke.
Josh, had you been at the Masters and you see that tree falling, would you have run over there and tried to get under the tree so you could sue the Masters for everything they got?
No, to save others.
To save others?
Yeah, I would have gone up there with my arms up to try to catch it.
Is that right?
Is that what you thought?
That's what I thought. I'd run under that tree.
Oh, God.
Oh, Hootie. Isn't that the guy's name that runs the Masters? Hootie? Somehow.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Or did,
Remember, he didn't want women in until a couple years ago,
Okay.
and others.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Slowly.
this is sports for just me and Tom. Craig Breedlove passed away yesterday. He's the fastest man on Earth.
Drove the...
What was a jet engine powered land vehicle, the Spirit of America. He
Bonneville Salt Flats, right?
he set land speed records at 400, 500, and 600 miles per hour.
Good Lord.
He passed away at his home in Rio Vista, California. That means Rio is Rydom and Vista is View. He was 86.
Rio is what?
Ride 'em.
Rydom.
River.
Are you sure?
Rio Grande.
I could be wrong. Mr. Breedlove, a cross between Neil Armstrong and Evel Knievel, an American folk hero. He made the land speed record a major cultural phenomenon back in the sweet spot of me and Tom in 1963. He beat them all back to claim the land speed record, 400 miles an hour.
How old is he? Was he?
Died
87.
86.
Oh,
sorry.
86,
wow.
87. Had a good run.
Yeah, he did.
Going that fast, just up off the ground.
Did he maintain that record? Or has it been beaten?
I beat it actually coming in the
600 miles per hour.
You did. See, I chose to come in this way, so I did some off-roading.
Is that right?
Yeah. They. Did you see? Driving,
that right?
Did you see driving down Brokenhurst? They have NASA's there because it's the closest thing to the moon here on Earth to simulate the moon rover.
Oh, yeah, that one stretch.
Yeah, that's real nice.
More sports coming up, including, I think, John Rahm's going to be talking some more. Look forward to that.
Got an unusual request. A couple of them, including the Chick McGee meltdown.
Again?
We're approaching the anniversary.
Oh, are we?
Two requests out of nowhere for the Chick McGee meltdown.
And a pickleball update. Christy's behind on this. You know, our pickleball updates, thanks to Willie, are called
Brine time.
That's right. It's brine time. Brine time.
Brine time, baby.
Brine time. Brine time. Brine time.
Brine time. Thank you very much. A little bit of the Chambers Brothers
love
for
it.
you right now. If you'd like to enjoy the Chambers Brothers, the best way to enjoy that kind of music is with your Raycon earbuds.
Right there in your ears. Raycons, the earbuds, they fit every ear ever made, and coffees start about $5. Bank accounts somehow always going down. Most products do the same thing, but are priced differently solely based on the brand name. Not with Raycon wireless earbuds. They're going to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. Raycon, get a pair and a spare and still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that in this economy, every purchase needs to be perfect. They offer buy now, pay later options. They have an easy and free return guarantee. They offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. They have over 50,000 five-star reviews, and Raycon's 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, and are water and sweat resistant. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. And the Raycons are great. They don't disengage. You get that thing with your other, the old earbuds, and Daryl's about to kick in with "She's gone." Just when he gets to that part, all of a sudden your earbuds kick out. Jeez. It's not going to happen with the Raycons.
Phone, come
Just telling
on.
you. Coming up, I hope you had a good Easter. A handful of guys in the Philippines that got crucified. Volunteered. We'll find out about that. You got any 10-penny nails? Pedro wants to go up on the. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Mark Allison. It is Monday, April 10th. On the way, comedian Greg Warren will be along with another edition of The Warren Report. He's covered such topics as pizza, donuts, the Wright brothers. What will he talk about today? Well, I'm not sure, but we'll find out together. That's GregWarrenComedy.com if you want to know more about his tour schedule. Coming up this Wednesday, April 19th, he'll be at the New York Comedy Club there in New York City. Then Friday, April 21st and Saturday, April 22nd. The Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio. That's Greg Warren. He'll be joining us later this morning with another edition of The Warren Report on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Out of Madison, Alabama, the LA Dodgers AA Rocket City Trash Pandas allowed one hit in a doubleheader and only got a split. 3 pitchers combined on a 7-inning no-hitter for the Trash Pandas, only to lose 7-5 to the Cincinnati Reds Chattanooga Lookouts in the opener after wildness caused a 7-run top of the 7th. Rocket City pitchers walked 5 batters, hit 4 other batters, and threw a run-scoring wild pitch in the 7th inning. They also were hurt by a dropped fly ball with the bases loaded on what could have been the final out. Meet Percy, the police rabbit. Yes, that's for real. Some bunny, also known as Officer Ashley Carson, found a lost rabbit last year in the middle of Percy Avenue in Yuba City, California, while on patrol. Animal control officers tried to find the bunny's family. In a happy ending, the police services analysts adopted the alleged bunny and named him Percy. The Yuba City Police Department, north of Sacramento, announced the rabbit's promotion to the rank of wellness officer just days before Easter Sunday. The Easter Bunny could not be reached for comment. Congratulations to Percy, the new wellness officer in Yuba City, California. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, I'm Morty Gleckman for Casket Carnival.
It's a Casket Carnival. You won't lose your shirt. It's a Casket Carnival. When we shovel on the dirt, we'll make sure you really save before we stick you in the grave. We won't steal from you. Casket Carnival.
We've got lots of games and prizes, and since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, eh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Now, is there any way we can get word to this cleaning person to stop locking doors?
Yeah, maybe put a note in the door, say, please don't lock this door.
Sure, yeah.
Have you tried that yet, or
No, this is only day 2 of the lockathon.
They are doing what they usually do. They probably work at important places where offices are meant to be locked and closed.
Have you ever
not a
had
clown show?
That's an insult. That is an insult
all over the floor.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
If Bobcat called you, wouldn't you keep it and play it for all your friends? Hi, this is Bob Goldthwait, too.
Yeah?
We've got an X-rated movie coming up. I think you're perfect for it. Just give me a call.
I had a phone call from Bono that I accidentally erased.
Oh, no!
Bono? Yeah, and I was like, Dad!
Why'd I do that?
Have you ever heard Bobcat's Bono?
I haven't. I can't do it, but yeah.
I bet you can enough to make us go, oh, my God.
No, but so he called.
He heard you doing your Bono, and he called you?
Yeah, he was very nice. And then I saw him. I was at Dodger Stadium. Or no, I can't remember what stadium it was. It was very... And he and I met him, and I'm in the, like the stadium doorway. Mm-hmm. And he said some very sweet things and very kind, and we talked back and forth. And it was just him and I and one other person. And he starts walking out to do his concert, and he turns around and he takes off those, the fly sunglasses. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Hey, Bobcat," and he throws them to me. And I catch him, and I go, "Thanks, Mean Joe."
I knew that was coming.
And he goes, "What?" Yeah. I'm like going, "Oh man, that's one of my best riffs ever." Falling on his deaf Gaelic ears. Yeah.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick, how the heck are you?
I just noticed you trim your beard. Looks good.
Oh, thank you.
Looks real nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good. There's Ace Cosby, who gave up his beard for some reason. I think it made you look sinister and mysterious.
Homeless.
And
You look good.
Easy. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee with a letter, an email about how Tom has ruined someone else's life. And here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Pat.
You like ruining?
Yes, sir.
Assignment. Christy was gone for a whole week.
Yeah.
Right.
Perhaps we should. That's what we should perhaps.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be happy till he redoes all the pizza songs.
Oh no.
No. I was going to say to look into last week's presentations and perhaps find one we can play for Christy.
Will do.
Why don't you do that and then let me know what it is and I'll get the story. We'll set it up for you so Christy can see what she missed. I'm sorry. Yes, you had information.
Good morning, Junkyard Dogs.
Yeah.
Wow. I was watching PBS on Saturday night, and Lawrence Welk was on. I watched it in the 70s at Grandma's. I think everybody watched it at their grandma and grandpa. I was really enjoying it, and I said to myself, wow, that's a really good horn section. And that is how Tom has ruined my life.
Well, I would not make anyone ever sit through Lawrence Welk.
I like that the piano player, the big blonde girl. Yeah, no, she pounds that keyboard, man. Man, oh, man. Well, this isn't it. This is the theme. Hello, everyone. I'm Lawrence Welk.
So not funky.
Isn't he from like Minot, Nebraska, or something? Or he's not from like where this.
Wasn't it North Dakota or South Dakota?
I think he's from either North or South Dakota. Yeah. But Willie, this was the days when there were only 3 channels, 4 if you were lucky, and
4 maybe, yeah.
And in the afternoons and the weekends, it'd be rainy. Oh, maybe there's something good on TV, and there'd be this awful, the people dancing. And
boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo. 1 and 2 and.
Oh man, he pounds it. This rocks.
So it's like an educational dance program.
It was just
it was very low key.
It was like American Bandstand for the elderly.
Oh.
Very nice.
Always sponsored by Geritol, if I remember. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's a Geritol. I remember Lawrence Welk said.
And what is Geritol? Is it a vitamin?
Iron poor blood? Or something? Yeah.
Is it some manufactured snake oil pitch?
Well, I think
people have
for
iron
instance, if you have a menstrual cycle,
real
and you're low
cocaine.
on blood.
What'd you say, Pat?
It's made with real cocaine. Enjoy, everybody.
They were part of the 21 scandal, weren't they?
Lawrence Welk?
No, Geritol.
Oh, Geritol.
In any event, it was
Jack Barry and the 21 scandal.
Very hard to watch if you were a kid back then.
Have you ever seen cough syrup from the turn of the century? It's got like heroin and cannabis and.
You want to stop coughing or not?
Codeine.
It's up to you.
Today's cough syrup is some of it is just as dangerous.
That's true.
Just about took a friend of mine out. So
man, it gives you a headache though.
Let's see. I know this is a sportscast. But first.
Oh, wait a minute. Greg's not finished with this letter. He likes the big horns. He blames you for that. And P.S. Christy.
Yo.
You didn't miss anything last week.
Oh. That's what he said?
That's what he said. I thought we had some pretty decent damn shows, by God, pal.
Pat, did you find a song from last week you thought was interesting?
Yeah, that little girl who's 5 who bought all the stuff on her mom's phone.
Oh, okay. Christy,
I did see that story while we were gone.
Yeah, the essence of the story was the 5-year-old and her mom are in the car. The mom is driving. She gives her phone to the kid to shut him up, or her up, rather, so she can play some game while she drives.
Right.
The kid orders, as I recall, 10 dirt bikes.
Was that like $4,000 worth of stuff?
I think, and she orders like 10 pairs of white cowboy boots. And the lady doesn't find out until the middle of the night. Her phone goes off, and it's a text message saying, whatever, Amazon has shipped, 5 of your dirt bikes.
Oh, my goodness.
She was only able to cancel about half the stuff, but she is going to get a refund. But she bought a whole bunch of stuff. And, Pat, you have a tribute?
Yeah. I bought everything, Mom, with your Apple Pay, Mom. Everything on Amazon. I bought everything, Mom. I'm gonna try all the clothes on. I bought everything, Mom. White boots, dirt bikes, new Jeep, motorcycle, shirt, shoes, drawing pencils, Barbie's bicycle, Crayola colors, Disney princess, Harry Potter action figures, candles, and incense, swing a ring, hey clay, Ken and Stress widgets, Elsa and Anna Dolls, Taylor Swift tickets. I bought everything, Mom. Right here on your phone, Mom. Everything on Amazon. You're gonna need a loan, Mom. I tried all the clothes on. I bought everything, Mom.
All right. Yeah, her name was Ms. Noons, Jessica Noons. And her little girl bought 10 dirt bikes, a 2-seat ride-on Jeep, and 10 pairs of white cowgirl boots, totaling, you were closest, Christy, $3,922.
Jeez.
So
somebody needs a timeout.
It's so easy with a phone these days.
You guys like that subscription at Amazon where you order stuff and it automatically comes? Man, I love it.
But like you find it
like your toilet paper and your paper towels and stuff.
Really?
But now do you have a lot of stuff, or is it? Yeah.
Then you're up to your neck and you realize you've misjudged how many paper towels you use.
Yes.
Somebody tweeted a couple weeks ago. He said, "I had no idea. College did not prepare me for the amount of Amazon boxes I have to break down every day."
That's so true.
Yeah.
And what's the dumbest thing you've ever bought while
drunk?
Well, intoxicated. Did you buy some? I would imagine in your case some kind of shoes.
Probably, yeah. I don't. I haven't shopped drunk in a while. Perhaps I could shop drunk this afternoon.
Why this afternoon? Why not this morning?
Let's get some liquor in here and let's do it.
Day drinking, yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm done with that for a while.
We have a couple of oddball requests.
Does vacation make your hair hurt?
Oof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That was a week.
Hit it hard, did you? This is 2 requests for this. And I'm not sure why this is associated with Easter, but Chick had a meltdown not too long ago. A couple years back, involving perhaps me. I'm not sure what it was, but
might have been you.
It sounded something like this.
I got you.
But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Houston. Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever. But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston hello there noise if you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Hello there, Houston. Hello there.
And I wish a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936, the Beatles. That's all. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Oh,
Happy summer solstice, everyone.
Little tribute. So we're approaching the 5th anniversary of the Chick McGee Houston breakdown.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you very much. Hello there to you, Marty. Wow. We have a lot of things to get to here. Once again, we welcome Kristi Lee back to the news desk.
Good to be back.
After her trip out west, she bought a cowboy hat. That's all we know. She is still single.
Yeah. Well,
you're engaged, but you did. There was the rumor was you were going to get married.
No.
Are you going to partake in the
not get married.
one last fling like all the rom-com movies?
What?
Girl goes ahead and just, she's going to be married, so she goes out and
little crossover
and one last
strange D,
strange bang.
Excuse me, is it?
Everyone does.
It's the movie called
Oh God.
Hallmark presents One Last Strange D. Really?
I believe so. Strange D.
I've seen enough strange D.
What's your name again?
Okay, Kristi, welcome back. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We have the Pope in the news coming up. We have karaoke almost fatal.
Almost fatal.
Yeah.
Karaoke. Well,
we've all been there, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
That guy doesn't shut up. I'm going to kill him.
Sing Pearl Jam. You can kiss my. Oh.
We have a really odd story. This is a tradition in the
unlike any other.
In the Philippines that had COVID had knocked out, but it's back, which involves actual human beings actually getting crucified.
Yikes!
On Easter. Volunteering for it. We'll hear about that. But
been
first,
a few days before, shouldn't it?
It was Good Friday. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure what. Sorry.
Let me explain to you about Holy Week.
No, I understand. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not sure when they do the celebratory.
It's Good Friday.
Okay.
Jesus was crucified
I'm
on
hip to the
Friday.
story.
And by the way, it's Holy Week, Batman. Okay? That's the way Robin said it. Okay. Holy Week, Batman.
Now, for many, Holy Week involves, of course, the Masters. And a big.
What about the palm tree, the frond?
Palm Sunday.
Yeah. When do I? What's it called?
Palm Sunday. That kicks off Holy Week.
Do you stand like the dancing line on Soul Train? You stand on either side, and as people walk in, you hold the palm.
Yes. Well, actually, you get the palm in the nave. Is that what they call that?
Nave?
Nave, the part of the church. And then as the priest walks in, we all walk in with our palms. Yes, that's part of it.
Wow.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
Do you start dancing down
and then
the
you
line?
put your palm on your crucifix, and then next year you take it back. And
Well, what are you trying to do?
Now, don't they burn the palms and that's your ashes for Ash Wednesday, right?
Very good, chick.
This is all.
I know just
this is
enough.
Catholicism 101.
I know just enough to go straight.
I
to
burned my palm on a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Could we move on?
Those conduct heat.
Palm Monday.
The Masters.
John Rahm has become the 4th Spaniard, and they're keeping track at Augusta. I can tell you that right now. Rahm trailed Brooks Koepka by 4 shots to start the marathon day of 30 holes yesterday. Necessary, of course, to complete the rain-delayed 3rd round, or it was the end of the world type rain. Trees falling over. Rahm, though, wound up with a runaway victory when Koepka collapsed in the final round. Not literally.
No.
Golf game. He collapsed. Phil Mickelson, lefty, turned in a 65 for a remarkable charge by the 52-year-old 3-time Masters champion and now live golfer participant. Rahm won his 2nd major championship and moves back to 1 in the world. Here's John Rahm at Augusta yesterday.
Hard to put it into words.
But
Obviously, we all dream of things like this.
You're going to try?
And you try to visualize what it's going to be like.
Oh, there you go.
What it's
Visualization.
going to feel like. And,
important.
Yeah.
When I hit that 3rd shot on the green.
Oh, yeah. I was right there with you.
All right.
Reaction. Just the wave of emotion.
I bet.
He's got a good beard.
So many things just overtook me.
Well, it's high. Did you notice that? And he has to really shave.
He has to make a choice.
Yeah.
On that 18th hole.
He's still talking.
But he's a handsome man.
And
Okay.
And a
you
great
see him
family man.
in the green jacket, which is nice because it comes with a reversible vest and 2 pairs of pants.
Isn't that something?
So,
That is quite the shade of green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chick, how was Tiger Sunday?
He withdrew.
Is that right?
Yeah. He had enough. He could not go on any farther.
It was painful to watch.
Limping around.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hurting,
what was
buddy.
hurting? His lead foot? This is what happens when you wreck twice, idiot. You can't play the sport you're supposed to play. Stop getting into car wrecks.
Wow.
You want to give out your email, Josh?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
IH8TIG.
Matt is watching on VIP on YouTube, actually. He's taking a look at it. What the hell is Tom doing with his cups now? He's got one standing on top of the other one, and he's using a stick like he's getting something out of it and eating it. What the hell they got in those cups now?
it's just coffee.
That's Matt.
Why do you need a stick to
He
eat
likes
your
to eat the
coffee?
foam. He likes to
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Foam.
He sucks the coffee out of the stick.
Ah.
Because he likes to have something in his mouth that he can suck on.
Yeah, please.
Dear awesome people and Tom, who is annoyingly brilliant.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Listening for the first time in 2 weeks, we traveled by bus from Liverpool to London.
Oh, nice.
Last week, we toured North Wales. On the way back to Liverpool, the bus driver's playlist consisted entirely of Welsh artists.
Uh-oh, Tom Jones, baby.
No.
Top of the list, that's right. What's New Pussycat? It sounded odd without skips.
Well, see, over in the UK, you can get the CD of What's New Pussycat.
It's not available here. Is that
strictly vinyl.
Is that your contention?
Oh, absolutely. It's just not working. I did get the CD though.
You did?
Yeah.
You got it
An
ready?
import?
I sent it away to England. I had my sister mail it to me.
Oh, no! Sorry, that's the digital.
Ah, boy.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Christy.
I'm
I
already
blamed the guy
gone
that wrote
again.
the letter.
What a shame. We'll get back to sports. Back to sports in a moment, but first...
Boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo. 1 and 2 and...
You can't help but bounce when you hear this.
And now the Whitehorn players.
What if he goes, and now just the non-whites and everything stops.
Don't you enjoy this?
No, I hate it.
They're tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice tight horns.
Yeah.
They're not Tower of Power, but
no, they lack a certain funk, if you will. Now, coming up in sports,
more sports coming up, including OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. has a new home. Home runs, are they up for a weird reason? And Easter eggs. Where would Paws be without Easter? I would imagine that's their various breads and butters, the Easter. What else? Why would
Can you get Peeps year-round?
I suppose.
Marshmallow Peeps?
Yeah.
I saw hot tamale flavored marshmallow Peeps.
What?
Yeah, who likes those? Right?
Did you dye Easter eggs?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Did you go Paws or an off-brand?
Gotta go Paws.
I just bought the dye and the wax crayon and had a good time. I love dyeing Easter eggs with vinegar and
what, like the Rit dye or something?
I don't know, just a little Easter egg kit with that little wire thingy.
I bet it was Paws.
Did you stain a counter or two?
My fingers, I think I've gotten most of the dye out of them.
Did you write your name on an egg?
I wrote the girls' names on them.
Oh, okay.
It's fun.
I saw a piece on the news this weekend of people, because of the price of eggs, they were dyeing potatoes.
I saw that too.
I saw that too.
Well, now you got to take into consideration the potatoes brown. So what color are you going to end up with?
I assume they peel them first.
Oh.
Well, that'd be
the story I saw didn't say.
Yeah.
But they were like red and...
3 years ago, I made the mistake. I went out to get a dozen eggs to dye. I brought her back to the house, and they were brown eggs. I had to go back.
Had to go back. I'll get some white ones.
This year, I checked them at the grocery store. Yes. Yeah, I love I don't know what it is. It's one of my favorite things. Always reminds me of doing it with my mom when I was a kid.
It's a nice event.
And back in the day, we had to boil the water with the vinegar. Now you can put the vinegar in with the room temperature water. It was very fun. It's fun.
Boil the eggs, too.
Have a nice boil of a nice bowl of multicolored eggs on the dining room table.
And you have a system for
you don't put them in the fridge so you can eat them later?
No. They're for display.
You just color the eggs.
There's many fine plastic eggs you can do that with.
Cooked them in the slow cooker. Okay, right now I want to talk about cooking food that we're going to eat.
You cooked eggs in the slow cooker? Are you out of your mind?
You're insane.
The air fryer.
You put eggs.
Okay, time out.
We're all hard-boiled your eggs.
We're out of time.
Good Lord.
Coming up, I want to talk about HelloFresh. And HelloFresh has something new for you. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. Why? For a 50% savings at HelloFresh, plus your first box ships free. New from HelloFresh Quick and Easy Meals, the fast and fresh options ready in 15 minutes or less. HelloFresh does the shopping. They send you the stuff pre-measured. Every week, chef-curated recipes, more than 40 to choose from. Stuff like this, Willie.
Check out the bruschetta chicken with a mozzarella crust, bacon, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. HelloFresh sends you 10 ingredients. Put those together in 6 steps. In just over a half hour, you're eating this delicious gourmet meal that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
And they are foolproof. The recipes arrive, like I said, pre-portioned, ready to prepare. So a lot less stress and a lot more great, yum, good food. HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste, of course.
Yum, good.
And saves you money.
Oh, yeah.
Sign up today, 50% off, plus your first box ships free. The code is BTShow50. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. You're going to find great seasonal recipes, a bunch of new stuff. And like I said, more than 40 great recipes every week with the food ready to go. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. That's HelloFresh.com/BT Show 50. Coming up, we have Easter eggs in the news and a very old bank robber. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Let's get a shot of the mustache. We have the camera in here now.
I got a before shot.
Okay,
and
now
I
we
just,
got now we got motion pictures here.
Zoom in nice and tight on this blonde beauty. Hey.
Okay, now you have. Is that mascara? What kind of makeup is that your girlfriend got for you?
This is the CoverGirl Lash Exact mascara. It can be found at stores near you.
Okay, now, Chick, are you going to apply the mascara to the stash? We'll see if it looks.
Come on, Chick.
Looks any better. What color is the mascara?
Well, it's the color of the tube, right?
No, it's not purple. It's a brown.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one.
Because your hair's kind of blondish brown.
Here's a little something for the camera.
Hey!
All right. Okay. Let's. Could we forego the? Let's get this going here. Just get the.
Okay. I'll be gentle.
You know what, though?
What?
His mustache looks a lot better close up.
It does. It looks very good.
Thank you, Chick. I appreciate that.
You can't see it from far away. It's the same color as the skin.
Gentle touch.
Now, does that stuff? What if you lick your lips? Will that stuff come off? Don't just do the middle.
Am I half stashed?
Wait, I'm not doing this in the.
Now, if you get, you darken it up a little bit.
That looks nice.
See,
Thank you.
Brings out the.
Give me a look.
Brings out his eyes. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
Then you do this.
Yeah. Pump it.
Bob,
Yes,
Bob,
sir.
remember the movie that last year was made that didn't have any speaking to it?
The Artist.
The Artist. Anybody see that? Did you see The Artist, Pat? The silent movie last year?
Silent movie?
Yeah. It was called The Artist. Won a bunch of Academy Awards.
That sounds
You look like that guy. That's the kind of mustache you have.
An Academy Award winner, huh?
Let's take a look.
Well, it was supposed to be a mustache from the days before there were talkie films.
Right.
So it may be a little dated. Turner, let me see. Let me verify.
He's almost done. It's actually looking pretty darn good. Looking pretty darn good.
Let's see.
Turn around. Oh, let's go.
Voila.
Okay, Pat McAfee. Oh, dear God.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can see it now. It does look very romantic.
And it really does match his hair color a lot better.
Oh, my. We got a little mascara on her.
Wipe it off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they started talking to me, and I got mad at Tom, so I can miss.
Now, do you think maybe you should go with what's the permanent dye for the mustache called? The
permanent?
Yeah, it's in all the commercials.
Not permanent.
Just for men, that stuff. You need the just for men.
Mm-hmm.
You think it would look like this permanent?
Sure, yeah.
No, it wouldn't be permanent. It would last for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks, and then you have to reapply. And...
So for my Super Bowl TV stuff, I need to get the just for men.
Or just do it. Yeah. Just hit it with the mascara before you go on screen. I think it's fine the way it is.
Chick, I'd like to thank you for what you just did.
No, but then you're going to be walking around, and then you're going to be wiping your face, and half of it's going to come off.
If I was to have a cocktail right now that happened to run a little high, would the mascara run into my mouth?
I don't think so. Most mascara is like the commercials I've seen. The girls dive in.
Of course, they always it's women and it's their eyelashes that they use it for. Rarely do you see those get hit with a drink.
Mustache,
and when they do, they usually kind of tear up. I don't know how that would work at a bar, Pat.
Yeah, Pat's now trying
Maybe
to touch up the mustache.
Just for men.
Yeah, but then the question has to be asked: even if your mustache is dark, is it really your look? And that's where I think that comes into question.
I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Most unfair thing about life is the way it ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a death. What's that, a bonus?
No.
Life is tough. It should be reversed. You die first. Get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you live in an old age home. You get kicked out when you're too young. You get a gold watch. You go to work. You work for 40 years till you're young enough to enjoy your retirement. Go to college, you do drugs, alcohol, you party, you get ready for high school. Go to school, you become a kid, you play, you have no responsibilities, become a little baby, go back into the womb, spend your last 9 months floating. You finish off as a gleam in somebody's eye.
Oh, nice.
Bravo.
That's perfect.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Scott, I understand that you are a history buff. Is that it?
Friars Club roast to George Washington. I think the jokes would be great. I think someone would be, George Washington's a great man, but what's with the outfit? Knee-high boots, a silky blouse? Are you the father of this country or the fairy godmother? Seriously, if we wanted to be ruled by an old queen, we wouldn't have left England. And a powdered wig? If you start looking any more queer, they're going to put your picture on the $3 bill. Hey, maybe you'd like me to introduce you to Benedict Arnold. Lord knows he'll go both ways. Speaking of flags, Betsy Ross is here tonight. What a frisky woman. Washington invited her to Mount Vernon. She was disappointed to learn it was a place.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
Married now.
No, I'm not.
Mrs.
No,
1, 2, 3. Have you seen Mrs. Lee? Is that a song?
It is now.
It's not going to be Mrs. Lee if she gets married.
Never know.
It's going to stay the same.
Yeah. Right?
I'm not changing my name.
That's right.
Why aren't you going with his name? I think Lipschitz is a lovely last name.
Honor the man.
From the Lipschitz News Desk.
Do you know how hard it is to change your name?
No, I don't.
Ugh.
And you've had to do it, what? It's like 7 times?
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hi.
Sounds like a law firm.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's the Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Got that joke of the day coming. There's
And
Willie Griswold.
Special request here.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go
special
ahead.
request here. I got a bunch of great letters. We get so many great letters, especially over the weekend.
We get some duds, though, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
There are some out there that just don't keep up. Tom's right about that.
This is a request. Again, very unusual, but
okay.
it's our job to, here it is.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day. That was Chick McGee's fart of the day.
Thank you. I only do what I'm asked to do.
We're
here.
getting static because it, in all honesty, it is the same fart. So they want different people. A lot of people want different farts now. So we're going to have to work on that. Yeah.
We'll get a committee.
This is my job.
Okay, I'm sorry. And once again, Christy
What would
Lee.
you rather hear? Or
Boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo.
I'd rather
1
hear the
and 2 and
I wouldn't. I'd rather hear this.
Hey, we're white now.
How do you not smile?
It's enough to make you hate music.
It's just fine. It's fine.
Smiley music.
It's fun.
Soulless.
No, there's a certain amount of spirit to it.
No, there's not. It sounds like a math problem.
No, it does.
Yep, oh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
It's not music by numbers. It's nice.
That's it. Music by numbers. That's what it's like.
This letter's from Chad. Chick, I agree with you. As John Rahm played the final hole and won the Masters,
Yeah.
Jim Nantz started babbling about all the 28-year-olds that have won and then continued to blather on about where all the Spanish golfers grew up.
The reason he did that with
All I could think of.
the 28-year-olds is because Trevor, who was also announcing, was a 28-year-old at the time.
Chick's blood pressure increasing. You are correct, sir, and I did hit the mute button.
It was a nice tip of the hat.
He continues, I almost forgot, you probably don't know this, Chick, but Jim Nantz and Fred Couples roomed together at Houston when they went to college.
Fred Couples was mentioned.
Mentions that every time.
I knew it! I knew it! You know, that is a relaxing thing, sporting event to watch, is any golf tournament.
Yes.
I sure love it.
You just click it on, and you can read a book. You can you go work in the garden.
And if Mickelson had won, they were preparing to throw blood all over the green jacket in honor of the journalist that
There
they
we
killed.
go.
Saudi Arabia.
Issues there.
Oh, sorry. They boxed him up in suitcases and took his body out. It's okay, right?
I don't think they did that. I don't think they boxed him up.
Mickelson does look a little like he's been held hostage by the Saudis for a few months. He's lost too much weight.
Kind of look like hell, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they put the chip in to guide his thoughts.
Yes. Either that or he's been up late counting his money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
it literally is blood money.
Mickelson
Hey,
said...
Bill,
yeah,
you don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, it's really tough to hear that $150 million. I'd really like to talk to you about it.
There's too much noise for my private jet.
Yes.
Okay.
The NBA starts their wacky play-in tournament schedule tomorrow. You got the Hawks at the Heat and the Timberwolves at the Lakers. And Wednesday, the Bulls and the Raptors in Canada and Oklahoma City and the Pels. You guys know who that is, the Pels?
No.
The Pelicans?
Pelicans, that's right. And then Friday, April 14th, depending on who wins in those games, they'll continue with the playing games in the association. It's not a league. It's an association.
The association?
The association. Precious are the words.
Cherish are the words.
Cherish. That's much better.
The association.
I'm recreating the writing.
The great association song, of course, is Enter the Young.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I love that song.
For the wrong reasons, you love that song.
Yes.
It's
not like Here They Come. It's like There They Go.
Who else loved that song, Enter the Young?
There we
that
go.
was Roman Polanski.
Oh, that should go.
Remember when we found out about stereo?
Yeah. Here they come.
Here they come.
Some are walking, some are riding.
Here they come. Oh, they're coming.
Here they come, yeah. Some are walking, some are riding.
Slow motion, girls walking towards Epstein and Clinton, arm in arm.
Talk about white people. Here they come.
That is white.
Soulless.
Enter the young. Help them learn to think.
Enter the young.
That's so nice. The association, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, why were we playing that?
It's playoff time. National Basketball Association.
Oh, association.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And it's the draft today for WNBA. Indiana Pacers have the first pick. So there you go.
How about that?
Think about that. And we'll be back with Baltimore Ravens update. Lamar Jackson has not, he's still out of town. But they're trying, they're dangling what they say is an all-world wide receiver. I disagree, but what do I know? Are there more home runs or less home runs in Major League Baseball? I know the games are faster, and we're going to talk about dyeing eggs for Easter.
Oh.
Isn't that nice?
I love
it's heartwarming
Easter.
AF.
And a bunch of great requests we're going to get to, and also an explanation from Josh, and I don't remember, Josh, Peyronie's disease.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Yeah.
That's where you're.
Okay, you know this? Okay, good. When we come back, we have a question about
You
your
can
joke.
only potato stuffed hors d'oeuvres, right?
Peyronie's?
Peyronie's, right?
We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
we do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
but it never is. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. Once a week, Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zakynthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry, you'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant,
no.
right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I've done a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work. Yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room. Happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, Maya. If you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake? Temp want cake?
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Maria Bamford is our guest.
collapsed in the final round. Phil Mickelson turned in a 65, a remarkable charge by the 52-year-old three-time Masters champion. Rahm won his second major championship and moves back to number one in the world. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Pirates beat the White Sox 1-0. Texas over the Cubs, and San Francisco beat Kansas City. American League winners, Boston, Tampa Bay, the Yankees, Houston, Cleveland, and Toronto. In the National League, Cincinnati, Miami, Milwaukee, Colorado, Arizona, and San Diego all win. NBA winners yesterday, the final day of the regular season, Toronto, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Houston, Philly, Miami, Indiana, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Golden State, Denver, the Lakers, the Clippers, and Minnesota all win. And 2 games in the NHL yesterday, Boston over Philly in regulation 5-3, and Colorado skates to an overtime win, beating Anaheim 5-4. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
The minivan hearse thing. Have you seen this?
Was that for dead soccer moms?
I don't know. The funeral homes that have the minivans that they...
That's very funny.
Oh,
that's
sad.
good.
The minivans that they've put those, that fancy scroll work thing they put on the sides.
God.
Yes, I'm not making this up. And they're like the big town and country vans.
Well, I didn't want to die before, but now I really don't want to.
It's really disturbing.
I just had this discussion yesterday with one of my sons.
You're going to be dead, honey. You won't know.
I know, but the whole minivan thing,
The bumper stickers on that'll be horrible. You know, my orphan child is an honor student.
Beautifully done.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Dave Cooperman is here with us.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Dave, a young guy, young comedian, good-looking guy, married man, I understand.
I am.
How's that going?
Right now, I guess we're working on having kids and stuff. And,
cool.
But we're having some trouble, and she's blaming me because she's not getting pregnant. And I'm like, honey, you realize we actually have to have sex, okay? Screwing with my head will not make you pregnant. How many times I got beat the point home? So we're thinking about, we're talking about kids. Even naming the kid is a challenge if we have one. I want my kid to know he's both Jewish and Chinese. The best I've come up with so far is cha-ching. Maybe lump sum.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart. I went out with this girl middle of the date. I swear to God. And she goes, "You know what turns me on?" I go, "What?" And she said, "Black guys." which I really found discouraging because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, "You're black, right?" No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from it.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 20.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Yes. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. Where's your black shirt? Or is that gone now?
No, I've got like a dozen of those things.
Okay. I'd like to see you in the black shirt more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Write that down. We're on the air. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I like that hoodie.
Thank you very much.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Got a bunch of letters here, a lot of things to cover, including this one. Josh, you're going to have to help me here. This comes to us from Coralville, Iowa, recently hit by a tornado, and apparently it damaged the radio tower. I'm sorry to hear that. I was listening, and Mr. Arnold was telling a joke about Peyronie's disease. At the time of the punchline, it popped into static.
Oh, no.
Please tell me what it was. Pronies, this is the one with the curvature of the male member.
Yes. Plaque buildup or something?
And scar tissue and
Yeah.
things like that, yeah. Oh, I think I know what this person was referring to. Unfortunately, I cannot remember her name. A very funny. I was on a show with her, and she told a joke. She said this guy's. I'll clean it up. She said this guy's wiener had a curve that was so bad it looked like it was late for an appointment with his anus.
Well worth repeating, certainly.
Yeah.
And we have to find out the young lady we can credit that
I
to.
sure need to, yeah.
Thank you, Merle. And hey, good luck getting the radio tower back up. Jeez.
Hope you heard that, Merle.
That's rough. A few years ago, we had one of the a tornado hit one of the middle towers here in our home studio, and it's serious.
Remember,
business.
I had to go out there and fix it. I
Did
climbed
you?
up there. And,
Yeah?
welded her together again.
It was impressive, man.
Why?
Yeah. Didn't take me that long either.
No.
Elsewhere, we were. Why were you playing Lawrence Welk?
Why wouldn't he?
I don't remember. What was it?
Someone wrote a letter saying they were stuck listening to this on PBS.
They were at their grandma's house.
Boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo. 1 and 2 and...
See, how about that intro? I mean, he just sounds as natural. Yeah.
But he doesn't say, hey, it's the Buffalo Shuffle.
No,
It's the Buffalo Shuffle.
Yeah.
He gets right to it.
Yeah. So he's got writers.
You don't know
Looks
about
at the
that.
teleprompter. Hello, everybody. Let's buffle off the buffalo.
So this
Shuffle off.
One night, this guy comes home with a duck under his arm.
Now, I do love big horn sections, but I want to give you an example of a great horn section.
Well,
See, this is how it's done. What is hip? Of course, that's Tower of Power, one of my personal favorites. Dear beloved morning crew.
I think you had the wrong show.
Thank you for opening my ears and eyes to the great songs of Tower of Power. Always intrigued by new and old music. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, Greg.
that's it? That's the letter?
Yeah, I just
No
want to do a
fun
little bit of
stuff?
Tower of Power. Well, you'd rather hear Lawrence Welk?
Good morning, gang. This is how you've ruined my life. This includes all of you.
Uh-oh.
I work the midnight shift at a casino. The other night, this came on the Muzak.
Our love is alive.
And I was upset. I looked around, and nobody else was laughing. What were we doing?
Stumbling in.
That's right. Susie 4.
See, you can stumble in, you can buffle on down to you can
buffle
shuffle.
on.
I was going to say buffle on down to shuffle up.
Shuffle up.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah, I did too.
Back to sports.
Baltimore Ravens have agreed to a one-year contract with wide receiver OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. The Ravens announced the move yesterday. The 30-year-old Beckham did not play last season following ACL surgery. And the Ravens seem to be without a quarterback right now, although maybe this is a move to get Lamar Jackson back into the fold. Lamar,
Looks like it.
We've got OBJ here. 1 year, just $18 million for the season for OBJ. That's not bad. And how about this? Major League Baseball's underway. Tom, you a big baseball fan?
I think this story, I think, is absolutely fascinating. This is about global warming and baseball. Josh, listen carefully here.
All right.
Experts are saying baseball fans might see more home runs thanks to climate change.
This has to be an Onion headline.
I forgot Josh doesn't.
This is a legit story.
According to a new study, there have been more than 500 home runs linked to warmer than average temperatures since 2010.
I can't stand it. They've officially jumped the shark.
That number accounts for about just 1% of home runs. Scientists believe rising temperatures. Scientists!
Sure. Yeah.
Rising temperatures.
Josh, this is beyond your
a bigger role in the future.
Intelligence. It involves
no
molecules and
They're right. This is dangerous
humidity
stuff.
and
better start shutting jobs down. Make sure people can't eat. But thank God the temperature won't be 1 degree higher 300 years from now.
Oh boy.
No, shut it all down.
Shut her down.
I knew you would take it well.
I can't stand it. Plus, when is this? Look, this is one good thing, right? coming out of
more home runs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Who's complaining
about that?
What do we know about home runs? America loves the long ball.
And this means the batters can lighten up on the roids. You don't need the roids, dude. The ball's coming at you faster. You can knock her out of the park. The air's less dense.
Using computer models, researchers found that for every 33-degree Fahrenheit increase in average global temperatures, there could be 95 more home runs across a baseball season. If temperatures were to rise 39 degrees Fahrenheit by the end of the century, climate change could account for as much as 10% of more home runs.
By the end of the century. AI will have killed us all by then.
There's
no reason to
with
do
those
this.
little spiders with guns or whatever they had in that.
And Runaway?
Runaway.
Yeah, needles and poison and stuff.
The robots will be batting then.
Yeah, absolutely.
This research, by the way, was published in the Bulletin of the American Meteorological Society.
Well, thank goodness. They're doing important work.
I'd like to point out I said meteorological.
Well, you did very well.
Very.
It's actually a really interesting story.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
It has zero consequence for anybody right now.
Except people who like the big home run.
Plus,
in 100 years from now.
Wait around.
No, they're increasing now.
By what, 1% it said?
Well, there are more base runners now because of the
exactly. I think you could easily argue that is well, that wouldn't cause that wouldn't cause
if you
home
read the
runs.
article,
But still,
they got rid of all the other things that could be causing more home runs.
I don't need to read that article. I can
of course,
Harry Potter if I
we
wanted
all
to.
know what
Fantasy.
increases home runs. They juice the ball. Okay, that's been long.
Juice themselves.
As a matter of fact, the Astros use different balls than everybody.
Did you guys know that?
That's a lie.
They use Super Balls. They just look like baseballs.
You tag that and it's out. It's over the right field fence.
Coming up on today's show, it'll be comedian Greg Warren got a love letter for Greg. We can read when
From a woman?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah.
Oh.
Well, from a woman and her man. Colette
so not
and
like
Todd.
Not like a love letter
not
to
dear Greg.
Greg.
Well, maybe they're asking for a little
three-way?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a different
devil's
time.
three-way.
Join us, Greggy. Join us.
Can you imagine how nervous he'd be?
He is.
I can't imagine.
Greg is an enigma wrapped in a riddle. He will be the loudest person in a restaurant, but he would be embarrassed by a three-way.
Yeah, exactly.
He couldn't be able to do it. He just couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could send back his iced tea, but he'd.
Yeah.
He doesn't cuss on stage, but take him to Cheesecake Factory. See if you're not sitting with Red Fox all of a sudden.
Put some hollandaise on that broccoli.
Yeah.
See what happens. Hey, everybody. This is from Scott. I've been a listener since I moved in 1999. The first morning of the day I arrived, I was awakened by one of your classics, Dixon Cider. I lost my mind. I used to see white squirrels when I lived in Centerville, Ohio. I saw them in my neighborhood on several occasions. I used to see all black ones when I lived in Michigan.
That's right. We learned squirrels come in different colors, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Sorry,
didn't know
Christy.
there were white squirrels.
This is my fault. I'm sorry.
You saw a white squirrel.
I took a
and freaked
daytime
out?
shower last week, and I got out of the shower, looked out the window. I'm not living in my own house, and I look out the window. I thought, oh, that's weird. It's a possum in the middle of the day. It was a squirrel that was half white. It was very weird looking. It turns out it's a piebald squirrel, I guess.
I never heard of such
So people
thing.
have been sending us pictures of black squirrels, white squirrels.
There are albino squirrels, right?
Yes, there are as well. Okay.
Wait, you take a daytime shower?
Yes.
Oh, they're saying that showers between the hours of 9 and 5 are increasing global warming by 9%. Did you know that?
Hey, look, go protest vaccines. You ever take a daytime shower, Christy?
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes they're perfect, aren't
There's
they?
only one. Well, there are two reasons for a daytime shower.
You're at the gym, maybe. But
Yeah, or you're at the pool all day.
Three. Vigorous sex, I guess. You get all sweaty.
Sure.
The laughter
mow
means
the lawn,
delight.
maybe?
And a movement. That was catastrophic.
Or even cleaning out the garage, you're covered head to toe in some kind of weird grime. That's what. In any event, let's move forward here. What's coming up at sports?
Speaking of, we'll have something. Speaking of cleaning the garage.
Wait a minute. So that's going to be. This for a TV newscast.
We'll have something.
You'd be going, hey, coming up, we've got something.
Yeah, trust me.
You got to give them a hook.
I'm going to get another. I'm going to rent a dumpster again. So if you want to, trot some stuff over there and throw it in the dumpster, I'm going to get rid of some stuff.
What you getting rid of?
I don't know, stuff.
Maybe have a garage sale.
Please have a garage sale where you have to sit there and barter.
Let me ask you something. Let me tell you something.
Wait a second. Now,
Film it.
I have been in charge of garage sale before.
Have you?
Although they were shorter shifts than everyone else, but I had a lovely time.
Are you getting rid of some of the couches?
I don't have any of the couches.
Oh, really? They were lost on the divorce.
No.
Chuckle, laugh.
Yeah, like he's never been through.
Yeah, like he's never lost anything.
My life is all apple pie order. Well, the key to garage sales is getting there early. Like, people show up at 5:30.
What?
Quarter till 6, man. They're there for the bargains. They're right there.
What are you selling?
I don't know. Stuff. I haven't been through it yet. What do you want? You want an inventory? I just said I'm getting a dumpster.
Shoes or
I could sell some shoes.
Are you remodeling?
Maybe.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Room addition?
Right now, I'd like to
Put
urge
a crapper in there?
I'd like to.
Brand new crapper?
In the living room? Right there in the living room.
How lovely. So I can watch TV without leaving the... get the film. World's largest Easter egg coming up just in time for Easter.
It would be easier to put a TV in your bathroom than to put an actual toilet facility in your living room so you don't miss the game.
Go ahead.
Although I'm sure someone out there has one.
Tease me.
The Raycon earbuds are the very best. Now, here's a math problem for you. They cost half as much, but they're twice as good. They're not going to crap out on you when you're listening to Josh talk about Peyronie's disease. And right when he gets to the punchline, the earbuds switch off, which that'll happen. Not with the Raycon earbuds. Tell me more, Chick McGee.
Oh, Raycons, Tom. Let's face it. Coffee's over $5 now. Raycon's mission now is to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and essential smart tech listening features. That's Raycon. You can get a pair and a spare, too, and still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that in this economy, every purchase needs to be perfect. They offer buy now, pay later options, an easy and free return guarantee. They offer free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I ain't even mentioned they have 8 hours of playback, crystal clear, call quality, and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. It's just that easy. Buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. Go there now. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, we have gorilla statues. We've got people asking to be crucified, and they are. Machete at a karaoke thing.
Oh, man.
And a lady that's an old bank robber. Oh, okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 7 hours. No, 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, Greg Warren going to be joining us later today and next week, Wednesday, April 19th. He'll be at the New York Comedy Club in New York City. And then a week from this weekend, April 21st and Saturday, April 22nd, the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio. Some upcoming dates for Greg Warren. You can check out more at gregwarrencomedy.com. And he'll be joining us live with another edition of The Warren Report on a Monday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The Super Mario Brothers movie had such a big opening that it set a record for the biggest international opening for an animated film. It earned $377 million globally. That breaks the record held by Frozen 2. It also broke the record held by Warcraft for the biggest opening for a video game adaptation. Domestically, Super Mario Brothers, the movie, made about $146.4 million, and that puts it number one at the box office. John Wick Chapter 4 takes second place. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves came in at number 3. 3 more live-action films in the Star Wars universe are in the works. That's according to Lucasfilm. Daisy Ridley will return as Rey for a film about a new Jedi Order. Another film will tie up the stories in the Disney Plus series, such as The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. The third will focus on the Dawn of the Jedi. Speaking of Mandalorian, Jon Favreau's kids were the ones who tipped him off that Lizzo and Jack Black were fans of the show. Favreau, who is the writer and executive producer, said his kids pointed out how much Lizzo and Black talked about the series on social media. So that gave Favreau an idea. Let's reach out and see if they'll do a cameo. Sure enough, they did. They kept it secret, but you can catch Lizzo and Jack Black doing cameos in The Mandalorian. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can just guess you're obviously an athlete of some sort.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have that cardiovascular. I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you.
Sure, that deserves
Thanks.
a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying.
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers
Your
worth of-
money shot you were saying was.
It's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot?
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Kind of moseys out.
That is my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Kiwi Rogers is our guest. Kiwi, having just met you, I can guess you're obviously an athlete.
Yeah, I work out a little bit. They have the whole thing where you pump weights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to have that cardiovascular, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing basketball the other day. They made me guard the worst dude on the other teams. It was a fat dude wearing thongs. Man. You know, standing on the court smoking a cigarette. You know I was in bad shape.
And you couldn't keep up with him.
I couldn't keep up with him. I got involved with that aerobics. Don't like aerobics, man. That's too much like sex.
It is.
Aerobics?
Yeah, you sweat, muscles hurt, and then you got a woman up there telling you you're not doing it right.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee over there at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Sorry, I like to miss.
No, I'm mad at me.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, looking for Tom's Christmas present online. And
Already?
Oh, good for you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Lots of great letters today.
Has something to do with the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Nice. Got this one. Kostaki Economopoulos on tour. And got this nice letter from David in Rochester, Minnesota. I saw Kostaki Saturday night in Rochester. The set was hilarious.
Really?
However, in the middle of the set, the microphone went dead.
Oh.
He was waiting for some replacement batteries. A heckler shouted out, You need new batteries. I can run home and get a few from my nightstand. Kostaki responded, your nightstand, not your wife's? The implication, of course, being that there.
Sure.
Dildo in the butt. Let's see.
Dildo in the butt.
Got this great letter from Larry in Oregon.
Larry!
He writes, I had an interesting English teacher, a middle-aged lady. She was a substitute, but she always came to class with some edgy quip to entertain the students and made the class worth attending. You guys were talking about classic beers last week, and it reminded me of this joke that she told. And here it is.
Oh.
Do you know why ladies don't drink beer on the beach?
No, why?
Because they will get sand in their schlitz.
Holy cow.
Tell that at church.
I'd love for a teacher to tell that today.
Yeah, of course. Yes, I coughed, arrested. How dare you be funny? That would offend someone for sure. Schlitz, by the way, still available in the upper Midwest.
Is it really?
Yeah, thank you, Mike, for sending me this letter.
All right.
And again, this is a great letter we got about, you'd like this, Christy, retro beer tailgating.
Oh, that would be fun.
These guys do it at a Packer game every year.
Huh.
And they get PBR old style, grain belt, Blatz, Strohs.
Sure.
And we have to go in the cold weather, right? Is that what we're planning on?
I think that's the experience.
You're going to a Packer game?
I think so, yeah.
You know, my guy's a huge Packer fan.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Anyone want to take this?
Cancel the trip. Cancel.
Green Bay or Fudge?
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Josh.
Done.
It was right there. I wanted to save 4 people from writing us a letter.
Christy, do you remember the first beer you ever tasted?
It would be PBR. That was what my dad drank.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Shaneling Little Kings.
No
right
kidding.
Here. Oh, yeah.
The first beer I ever.
3.2.
Yeah.
Tom, was there beer in your house when you were growing up?
Possibly a shandy.
Perhaps for a...
No, is the answer.
No
labor.
Well, until my brothers. I mean, no.
What would they drink? Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
No, my dad was a bourbon guy.
Yeah.
Occasionally gin and tonic.
Well, that's a seasonal drink.
Of course.
Summertime.
And polo.
Yeah.
Drink by the lake.
I was like 13. Even I would make him his gin and tonics, and because my father had polio, so I would have to bring it into him.
Polio.
Yeah. But yeah, no, no beer.
Oh, that's your grandfather. I'm sorry.
I never met him. I don't know.
You never met Bruce?
No.
God, when you had beer growing up in your house, right?
Yeah, my dad's Gibbons. Yeah, gimme Gibbons.
Gibbons.
Oh, yeah, monkeys make that. Yeah, that's a great beer.
Cheapest beer ever. I think.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that was the first beer you tasted?
Absolute stole one. Yeah,
it's made by monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of that. Gibbons?
Gibbons. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stegmeyer Brewery in Wilkes-Barre,
You
Pennsylvania.
didn't steal beer from your dad?
No, I mean when he would barbecue, he would have one, and so I would get sips.
What did he drink?
Bush, and so it's to this day my favorite beer because that's what beer tastes like to me.
Every time I have a PBR, I get a little
same. Yeah, exactly.
Love in my heart.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
I'm a dark beer guy. I like the dark beer. I like a dark beer that tastes like a milkshake. That's what I like.
I don't mind a dark beer, but what's the beer that really? Okay, that's the beer I remember growing up with.
Probably got to be Shaneling, Little Kings.
There you
go.
go.
Was the first one.
Ace, was there beer in your house?
Growing up, no.
Okay. Is there beer in your house now?
I think there are 2 bottles of Miller Lite in the fridge.
There you go.
What era?
A couple years old.
A couple years old.
Are they of the taste great, less filling era? A Mickey Mantle signature on the side.
The St. Louis Cardinals playoffs. NFL.
Do you have any beer in your fridge, Chick?
I have a little beer fridge, a little dorm fridge over there in the office that has some beer in it. I don't know, like flavored beer, like girl beer. Like, if something breaks out there.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Sure. Would you like a lemon flavored Trois beer? Something like that?
Oh, nothing like a...
Now, the Trois people, they make coffee.
They do?
Well, there's TWA coffee.
Yeah, there's the TWA coffee, and all the iced tea, the TWA tea. Oh, boy.
How about that?
That's right.
Sorry.
Darling, would you like some strawberry flavored beer? Girls like that.
I thought it was the White Claw. Isn't that the thing right now?
Yeah, White Claws, Trulies,
we're past White Claws.
Yeah. I'm a Yingling Flight Girl. Is that what it is? I like that.
Oh, okay.
That's a nice little beer in the summer.
Can we get back to the sports page, please?
Oh, geez.
It was nice talking beer.
Yeah,
it was really nice. Everybody was engaged and having fun.
I'm not saying we should move on. I'm just saying that was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Like a beer itself. Tasty and refreshing.
Well, get a load of this.
You got me real drunk.
And see if this hits you the way it hits me.
All right.
Okay? I'm going to read it word for word, as is instructed to me by the editor.
Okay.
The world's largest decorated Easter egg. Bigger than 3 giraffes.
Stacked up?
Yes.
Well, side by side wouldn't be any.
Well, that's what I'm just making sure.
Still, it would be big.
Can you get giraffes? Can you train them to stand on their shoulders?
Oh, sure.
I'd
Never
like
been to the
see
giraffe
that.
You know something? I'd go to that circus.
Not only that, but giraffes, their necks is too long. Right?
Giraffes' necks is too long.
Way too long.
Dumb. According to Guinness, the world's largest Easter egg on display in Pomeroy's Santa Catarina.
What does that mean?
It's a place.
Catarina used to be Catalina.
All right.
Anyway, the egg measures 54 feet, 10 inches tall.
Well, that's a big one.
And 35 feet, 8 inches in diameter.
They had to give an epidural to that chicken.
The shapes and colors that decorate the egg were inspired by Kashubian folk art.
Well, naturally, yeah.
Little-known Armenian tribe.
By the way, the easiest Easter egg hunt ever. I see it over there. Yeah, it's above the trees.
Kashubian, of course, from Fresno, California.
Oh, I thought they were from Easter Island.
The record-breaking...
Nothing, huh?
The record-breaking egg is one of the main attractions of the Easter festival. I don't see any mention elsewhere in the story about an Easter festival.
Well, that's because you just got to the part about the Easter festival.
Would you care to illuminate that? But that's the end of the story.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why in Brazil they compare it to giraffes.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. 3 giraffes.
That's what I want.
Where giraffes they live in Africa, right? Or in zoos, pretty much. Isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, just asking.
Or in zoos.
It seems like kind of an odd thing to have in a story about a giant Easter egg. Okay, so I'm the only one that dyed Easter eggs yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't have a chat, but boy, it is fun, isn't it?
Little Easter egg hunt.
There you go.
That was fun. I brought in some extra candy, by the way, for you guys.
Thank you very much.
You mean the Easter egg hunt? Right?
In the green room, there's a bunch of candy I had left over, so I brought it in for you candy lovers.
And so what are you going to do with those Easter eggs? They're real eggs. They're hard-boiled.
They start stinking after a while.
They're in a bowl. They're a nice pale blue and green. They're beautiful.
You don't make egg salad?
There are a couple of people who said, I wish I had just color the Easter eggs and throw them out later kind of money that Tom has.
Oh, God, really? Can't afford $5 for your kids? Great, you're a terrible person.
This is where you say sorry.
Maybe you should sell your kids to somebody. Take the money and get drunk.
No fun to be around this morning.
Oh, boy. Wait a minute, what was that? Sell your kids and get drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't spend $5 to cheer your kids up.
I'm all for his little rant here. Anything to get the emails away from me and to him.
Fascinated by hard-boiling eggs in an air fryer.
Hard-boiled the eggs in an air fryer, ladies and gentlemen.
That can't work. That doesn't seem like that would work.
Work just fine.
Really?
Yep.
Well, ergo, you could put eggs in the oven and cook them that way.
I feel like you'd open it up and there'd be chickens in there.
Yeah.
Well, they incubated.
Nice
now,
and
see,
fried.
the kids, the girls would have loved that.
Oh, sure.
They would have gone crazy. Oh boy, we get to have chickens.
Hey, did you used to color Easter eggs with Willie?
Sure.
And the kids? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Were you the best one at finding Easter eggs, or was there a champion each and every?
I don't. If there was anything money related, it was my little brother. He would always find all the money. He was always the money man.
Yeah, there's something about it turned into a shoving match. With this
of course.
Looking for Easter
Well,
eggs.
everything kind of turned into a shoving.
My mom quickly learned to put them all. We had to find our Easter baskets in our house. So
That's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Now, Chick, I had a request here for the Chick McGee Easter story.
Oh, it's right here, actually.
This is. Have you ever heard this, Willie, about what Mr. McGee did as a kid?
This is the front page of the Madison Press from London, Ohio, dated April 12th, 1971.
This is so good.
Right here on the front page. Okay, right there, Tom. Above the fold, as they say.
Oh, that's right. It is above the fold.
And the headline is, Obscenities Mar Easter Egg Hunt. Me and a couple buddies were responsible for this growing up there in Madison County. Authorities are investigating what has to be one of the most thoughtless acts of the Easter season anywhere. Interspersed with the Easter eggs prepared for the annual egg hunt at Cowling Park Saturday were eggs bearing obscene comments. What they would do is they take those multicolored, the marshmallow eggs that were red, green, and pink, and purple, all the pastels, and they would put a little slip of paper for like a downtown merchant, and they wrap it up in aluminum foil, and that would be, well, we got a load of that, and we replaced the, we added our own eggs, is what we did, with like your mom has won a 5 rubbers. Or something like
your mama wants to do what?
Your mom has won 5 rubbers.
Do you remember any other examples?
So some kids out there trying to get some M&Ms and a few nickels and picks that up.
It is not known when. The story continues. It is not known when the eggs were planted at the park, where the London Area Chamber of Commerce conducted its annual egg hunt Saturday morning.
Oh, boy.
The senseless act marred what was otherwise a fine morning for the youngsters. With more than 500 kids and parents turning out for the event. I haven't read that far into the story. 500 people showed up for the Easter egg hunt.
The little prank got some traction.
You marred. I've never marred anything in my whole life. You're a marrer.
I'm a menace. This is a quote. It shows a complete lack of thought. One of the officials. It's a shame.
It took a lot of thought.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, we had like a writing. We had like a writer's room.
Sure.
It's a shame.
Who shut her out? Go blue, man. Go blue.
It's a shame that the only season of Easter anyone would do such a thing to youngsters.
You happy now?
How many eggs did you?
Kind of feel bad.
How many eggs did you plant?
I'm going to say 50.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That is.
So you have that kind of money back then?
Back then, I probably shoplifted them.
You made some dads laugh, I promise you.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. You brought some joy that day.
You did
Probably some kid's life ruined.
Honey, your son says you've won some rubbers.
You did inadvertently get some children smacked. Mom, this says you got some rubbers. Smack!
We're still talking about it.
It's a smackable moment. Not teachable, once again, smackable.
Chickie.
Okay, well.
Right there on the front page.
I'm still struggling with this Easter egg story, why they would say it's a 3 giraffe stall. I kind of like this way of measuring things.
Yeah, it's descriptive.
Well, we're putting the new garage in. The contractor said we got to go a giraffe and a half high.
Oh, it don't have to be that high.
No, the building code said it's got to be a giraffe and a half.
Hang on a second.
And it's 3 killer whales wide. What is this guy, Noah? Well, we're building a boat. Yeah, we got to have clearance on the dock for a giraffe. Hilarious.
And by the way,
I
thanks
think the giraffe stayed outside on the boat.
You don't think they went in?
No, I don't think
What
so.
do you mean? They were in a boat they pulled a little rowboat behind the big
No, they
Noah's
were
Ark?
on the big boat, but they didn't have to go inside.
I like to think they were at the front of the boat like Jack and Rose.
Yeah.
By the way, that's Noah's Ark, of course, is where the term poop deck emerged.
Sure.
If you've ever been around any kind of animal for any period of time.
Josh, what if they're in the middle and then you can kind of ride their necks to adjust the sails?
Yes.
They're sort of functional.
They're like the crow's nest.
That'd be good.
Just right up there. You know I can smell ice.
Well, I'm sorry. What's coming up now?
Christy with the news.
Oh, we're done?
You can smell ice. I can just smell animal ass.
Kristi Lee is back.
It's a premature wedding march.
But she did.
Tell Andy it happens.
She has hired.
Use some cream.
She has hired a band for the reception, by the way. It's these guys. And now she's going to dance with her father.
Whoop, she dropped the urn.
Whoop.
Her father is deceased.
Oh. Well, I guess I've marred this broadcast. I'm sorry.
Like Willie said,
marring things left
you're
and right.
a marrer.
I'm a marrer.
Okay, well.
I apologize.
All right. righty. I want to play a little something as we were talking about beer.
Oh, you do you?
This is something kind of special. Here we go.
Joel Lindley is our guest.
Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and they sell non-alcoholic beer, right? Which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine. Have an O'Doul's, but don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 in the morning. I was so bloated.
Yeah.
Then I drove everyone home.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get.
I can't
And they
understand
serve non-alcoholic beer there.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing I don't
that.
understand. Hooters has food to go.
Joel Lindley. Thank you very much, Joel. What a classic. When we come back, we'll be visiting Christy Lee over there at the
Yeah,
news
sure.
desk.
Stop on by.
Okay. All right. And she did not get married while she was gone.
No, I didn't.
And we'll find out what did happen. There's going to be a machete at the karaoke desk.
What?
Machete.
What's going to happen?
Machete.
Machete.
That's a scary word, isn't it?
One was just now.
In your mouth, yes.
One little A turns to an I. Next thing you know, somebody's upset. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
One, two, three, four. I couldn't help but see OC double D. My favorite part of you is just for me, oh my. Ooh, you know I never play. To focus on your glance, or is holding in my hand. Don't be afraid to let them show. She's my finest memory. She's got the Amazon swing, like a grapefruit in a sling. Mouth-watering, fleshy thing. It's just for me, oh my. mystery. Don't be afraid to let on the show. Bob and Tom.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Walk.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done. Bravo, Chick McGee.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, only another 12 years. Till the next one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Baby Jessica.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some details coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Newly married. Congratulations.
I'm not married.
Pat Godwin, the happy groom.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
What?
There's Josh Arnold. Chick. At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
If Christy got married, I'm really angry because she told me I could be the flower girl.
Yep.
And I got a pretty dress, and I was very excited.
Don't worry. You can still wear it.
Thank you.
I have a sports edition that I forgot coming up, and here's Tom. And somebody keep an eye on Christy during this
Maybe we should have
story.
Oskay do a feature called Sports Chick Failed to Mention, which would be most
Who
of
got a
the stories.
multi-billion-dollar contract for doing a sport?
Nope. Somebody.
Christy, there's billionaires that are paying these people.
Odell Beckham Jr. 1 year, $18 million. How's that? How's that taste?
I bet he's going to sell some jerseys, I bet, down there in Baltimore.
Yeah. I think he's going to wear 3, I think. Former.
It's going to be hot.
Cheer.
Yeah, it would be.
Because we're in 3 jerseys. I'd just go. That way, I guess after the game, you can sell them all as game worn.
Yes.
His number's going to be 3.
Oh, sorry, you
not
misspoke.
3 jerseys. No, I said he's going to be 3. Former Kentucky quarterback Will Levis, and it is Levis. It's not Levi's, although it's spelled that way. He's one of the most intriguing prospects heading into the NFL draft. Some say he's a project. Some say he's got the strongest arm. However, Levis recently made headlines for an entirely different reason. In a viral video this weekend, it's been making the rounds. Levis was seen eating bananas with the peel and putting mayonnaise in his coffee.
Yeah.
This is why you have to keep an eye on it.
Boy.
Wait a minute.
That's a keto thing, isn't it?
I've heard about that.
Yeah, you can also put ghee in there. Can't you put ghee in your
No,
coffee?
back to the banana thing is the troubling one.
With the peel?
Remember K-Pax?
The Kevin Spacey movie?
Kevin Spacey movie.
Yeah.
He evidently eats banana with the peel on it because he's like
an alien.
Or something. Yeah, and he said he really did that for the movie, and it kind of gave him a buzz or something, I guess.
What?
Remember, you smoke bananas, get high. That's
that
true.
was the famous misinterpretation of the
Donovan song?
Electrica banana. They call me mellow yellow.
Right. Electrica banana.
The video raised questions about...
I have a dumb question. Was the drink mellow yellow after that song? I mean...
I don't know.
I think after.
I think it's after.
Mellow yellow.
Did they give him They give him a little bit of a taste of the action?
I don't know.
Is Mellow Yellow still out there?
Ace, is Mellow Yellow still out there? That
believe
seems,
so.
Seems like an Ace question.
Okay. Never had it, never will. Okay.
Oh, it tastes like 7-Up. You don't like 7-Up?
Sure, I enjoy 7-Up.
What's your favorite lemon lime drink, Tom? Let's get into this. Let's open.
Are you a Sprite guy?
Ginger
7-Up
ale?
guy?
7-Up? I don't think ginger ale.
Ginger ale's not lemon lime. That's ginger.
Hey, hang on. I'll handle this. Why are you dodging the question?
I'm not dodging the
Are you
question.
anti-lemon and lime?
No, I just don't
He's
drink.
anti-Lyman.
I've never in all my days.
Limonist.
They can have limons when they pry them out of my cold, dead hands. Okay?
Sprite is my answer. Number 1.
Sprite?
Yep.
Sprite.
I'm a 7-Up guy.
See, now it's Starry, though, now. 7-Up's gone.
I've never...
Wait a minute.
No, Sierra Mist is gone.
Sierra Mist is gone.
Excuse me, I got all fired up for nothing.
It's all right.
I've never tasted Starry.
I'm a Starry man.
It's delicious.
We had it here.
Yeah, we did.
I've never tried it.
You tried it with
I
us.
don't think
It
I
was
did.
probably one of the many, many days he's quote-unquote sick.
Or quote-unquote high.
Or sick and hot.
Or just
That's a fun combo. That's a real fun combo.
Well, on those days when I'm home by myself,
Boys, let's shuffle
I
off.
play this. I wrap my blanket around me. They're probably going chick, sport, and I'm not there.
Home dancing in your little robe.
I put my penis between my legs and dance.
I do me.
Right in front of the mirror. In my mom's house coat that I still have.
You're using a bottle of bourbon to conduct the dogs.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Boy, that paints quite the picture.
The soda came out in 79. The song came out in 66.
Oh, the Mellow Yellow deal?
Oh, way after.
Mellow Yellow, when did it come out?
The song came out...
66.
Yeah, 66, and the soda came out in 79.
So it's got to be something. It's like that Joe Walsh, Steve Miller song. Joe Walsh wrote it. Steve stole it.
Well, they're both similar.
Very similar, but both great.
Go listen to the steak and get back to me. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, hi, Donnie.
How are you?
Are you talking about all this money in popular football jerseys? And I'll say it like this, with all this climate change and doomsday coming, I decided maybe I should just stop talking about it and finally open up a food truck.
No, nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Because you know, global warming, first thing I'll do is shut down the kitchens. Food trucks will be all we have. I figure I'll cash in big time. Just driving around, parking in parking lots of different strip clubs, feeding all the drunks, and strippers are always starved.
Really?
I swear to God, you laugh, but last time you think there's always a line at Taco Bell at 4 a.m. It ain't all school bus drivers. But between my food truck and the new pull tab system I invented for boonies, I'll be making money hand over fish, just like them chicks working the VIP rooms regular.
It's a fist.
Listen, I know more about food trucks than anybody I know has, because the key is to serve subpar food for steep prices on the flimsiest plates you can find, with one recycled napkin and a plastic fork that's guaranteed to break the first time you use it. And I have lines left around the muffler. You know, I could just sell nothing but hamburgers and fresh fruit. Call it Chuck Berries. Swear to God. Because the key is you got to come up with a catchy name that sticks good. Well, same with craft beers. That who market's all about the name. Call it Chuck Berries. That could be a beer or a food truck. Or the Chubby Mermaid. Or just serve vegans. Call it Four-Wheel Chive. Swear to God. You know vegans got money. So I'm either going with something like that or mainstream like Donnie's Dinner Bell. Or maybe open up a barbecue truck, call it Hog to Mouth. I swear to God. Our slogan could be something like, you ain't lived until you've had a whole hog in your mouth. I know it might be a little wordy. You know, maybe we'll give you the whole hog, but you'll only be able to take half of it. I'll have to marinate on that for a few. But I've obviously got a good business plan. Now all I got to do is get a truck to cook out of. But truck prices are so high nowadays. My food truck name's going to be maybe either Ryder or U-Haul. Just go that way. Take out the middleman. Or maybe I'll just skip ahead to whole food truck craze and just become the first ever food boat baron. Can you imagine? Plus, with a food boat, I ain't got to worry about my competition trying to steal my customers or my Cadillac converter.
That's true.
I'll see you on the Shark Tanks.
Okay, thanks. Remember we had that food boat story?
There is a food boat. There's an ice cream boat. I was on an island outside of one of the native cities in Florida.
And a boat came out of ice cream. Of course, I have a swamp. It's a lesson than bucket.
And there was a little ice cream boat that came by. It was so cute.
Very charming.
A gelato, a frozen treat by the sea.
People are working so hard.
Here we go. Tampa Bay.
See?
They've got the pizza skiff.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
What a great idea.
I'm sure there's places DoorDash are delivered by boat. A lot of
this guy, you don't order in advance. It says customers who happen to be at the right place at the right time hear the siren song from Mr. Ferraro's megaphone, pizza available. It goes to the sandbar at a place called Three Rooker Island. R-O-O-K-E-R.
Is that near Reaver and Island?
Yeah, it's Rooker and Reaver, the Twin Islands.
Close, very close.
Wow. That's kind of cool. I wonder if he, skips the pizza across the surface of the water.
Now, that would be silly.
You drop a line, get some fresh anchovies.
I've never been able to do that efficiently. Skip rocks.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
They do the championship at Mackinac Island every year.
What state's that in, Tom?
Well, it's of course in the Mackinac Straits, officially a state of Michigan.
It's Mackinac. Thank you very much.
Well, it's spelled that way. But,
you ought to know by now.
So, I'm sorry, what is the name of this place? Oh, the Pizza Skiff. I thought he'd have kind of like a Dom Minnows.
Dom Minnows.
Chucky C's. Chicago Deep Fish.
He can't be stopped, can he?
No, he can't.
Papa Swans. Okay, I'm sorry.
Papa Swans.
Coming up, we'll take a look at Easter. We'll take a look at Good Friday. We've got a guy who's stealing from a Target store, but he has to assemble it out on the parking lot, which isn't a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Try that at IKEA.
Yeah.
Guy's going to be there for 3 days. It's people walking, hey, you got an Allen wrench? All that's coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
There's a monkey here riding a dog. Yes, there is. Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Dan.
And The doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins.
Can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or?
Don't dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. She's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is the White Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's fracking the door.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet. She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose. I mean, I've always.
Mess.
Oh, you know
the first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just, she's relaxed and.
We can tell.
You know.
Yeah. Did you see what
In a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping it out.
And licking her hand out.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those in there.
Yeah, we'll need that smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre? How would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to. If they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell and.
And I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Christy.
Might have to go.
Oh, please,
yeah. Okay.
please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Just turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show. What, sweetie?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my.
We do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
My headphones just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
She's like a monkey on a football.
Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4. I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Matt Weinhold is our guest, wow.
I still love Star Trek. Do you guys keep up with any of that stuff?
I'm not a
Star Trek
Trekkie
and Babylon
fan,
5 and all that. I love all that stuff. Pretty much anything that will not get me laid, I'm into. But I actually have had sex, which sort of makes me like the Fonzie of the Star Trek convention. You know, these conventions.
Oh man, it's Matt. He's been with a girl.
Right. I actually bring a girl into these things. Say, where'd you meet her? On the internet? No. I met her at a bar. Whoa! We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Oh, that's great.
Things are so complicated. Remember the good old days when all you needed for romance was a van and some chloroform?
Sure.
Yes. What happened to those days?
Hi, man, this is Donnie Baker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
This magician's on stage, and he invites this guy from the audience and gives him a sledgehammer. The magician says, I want you to hit me in the temple as hard as you can with a sledgehammer. The guy goes, all right. So the magician lays his head down on this block of wood, and this guy hauls back. Bam! Pops this guy in the temple. 10 years later, the magician wakes up out of a coma in the hospital and goes, ta-da!
Jimmy Schubert is our guest.
I'll tell you, something happened to me the other day. I was in this diner getting breakfast, and I'm looking at the menu, and I get a stick on the menu called a protein scramble, and I'm looking at it, and basically it's an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Which is wrong. I mean, you don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs. Okay, that's too much chicken. I don't know who's back there cooking some kind of poultry serial killer, some barnyard strangler. That's an omelet that spans 2 generations.
That's wrong.
That's not breakfast, that's a vendetta. You know? That's like taking your hamburger and dipping it into your milk. You don't do it. It's not kosher. You got to separate some things, you know what I mean?
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold.
Chicken.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Chick Meister. Yeah. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. I got a couple letters.
Go ahead.
Oh, Christy making the call.
What do you got out there?
All right. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I live in Spring Valley, Ohio, home of the Potato Festival.
Absolutely.
Of course. I once had an albino squirrel and a red fox squirrel. You big dummy. They were fighting in my backyard, says Jeffrey. The red fox squirrel chased the albino up one of my trees about 20 feet in the air and then threw the albino out of the tree.
Which is the big pink blur.
Talk about white flight.
Oh, jeez. You know, boy, this has gone horrible.
I went with a cute little color. Wow.
Your son is just silently shaking his head.
I know that it rhymes and it's kind of fun, but the history of that is just...
The albino hit the ground.
No, it's a white albino squirrel. He's flying squirrel, you see.
It was either fight or flight, and he flute.
He hit the ground, shook his head. Didn't you have something like this happen?
Yeah.
He got up and ran up another tree. A red fox squirrel chased him up that tree and threw him out again. It continued, but I lost him in the woods. So there you go.
Yeah, I was walking down the road, and I look up, and I see this squirrel like 50, 60 feet off the ground to fall from a tree. Lands, and just dead. Then all of a sudden, he does one of these and takes off. It's resilient. Now, it's time to...
And you were talking about different beers on Friday. Willie and I are talking about going to Lambeau Field and celebrating older beers.
Retro beer.
Retro beer.
And you're going to take Christy's boyfriend, I heard.
Yeah, he's going to go with you.
There's no way of getting out of it.
Oh, Chick, we can make him be our designated driver.
He's a fast driver, you know.
This is from Bill. Last summer, I was in Deadwood, South Dakota, and I found a beer called Buffalo Snot.
Really?
I thought it was so cool, I bought a can, but never opened it. I still have it. Never did taste it.
Oh, Buffalo Snot, won't you come out tonight?
Come out. Back to you.
Come on.
Oh, it looks cool. It's an oatmeal stout. Now, normally, oatmeal's not for me. Get that out of my cookies, get that out of my beer. But I would love to try this.
Oh. I wonder if we can get a delivery of Buffalo Snot.
Like Donnie said, that it's all in the name. That's the thing now. Naming these beers is the key for these various small, you know. You got your semen beer with the horse semen.
Would you ever do that?
Everybody has a craft beer.
Isn't that, yeah. Would you make a beer at home, like your own brew, like Tom?
No, a friend of mine did that. That's really complicated.
Yeah, it seems like a total pain.
But that sounds right up your alley.
No, I don't have time. No, a friend of mine did that when we were in high school.
Well, I think beer making's come a long way.
It must have, yes.
No, I think the exact opposite is true. I think.
Well, I don't think you
beer
need to...
has been around for a long time, and
yes,
a lot of these brewers are trying to emulate the classic beers.
You don't have to hook a donkey up to the machinery now to make the beer.
The thing was, we were in high school, so I thought it was kind of a genius move. You can't buy beer, but you can make it.
Did you try it?
Of course.
How did it taste?
I don't know. I didn't know what beer was supposed to taste like. This tasted probably like horse piss. But hey, we were in high school, and all right, man, go over to Lou's house.
Lou.
Oh, you just named the guy.
Lou Albano?
Lou. It was a nickname.
He was friends with Captain Lou Albano?
Yeah.
No, hard.
And he used to date Cyndi Lauper.
Could we?
It was just in her video. He didn't date
Could we get a song out of Pat? Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
She has psoriasis.
Jesus,
Pat, what is wrong with you?
Come on,
What do you got over there?
Well, we had a story from last week I never did a song to.
What's that?
Platypus on the train. Remember that?
Okay. Oh,
You had
Christy.
a platypus on a train?
Yeah. No, this is the guy. This couple, they stole a platypus out of some area of Australia. You're not allowed to move them.
That makes sense.
And I guess are they endangered? I'm not sure why.
They're venomous. They
They're
bite
not
you.
venomous.
No, they are.
They actually are.
I think.
Well, come up.
I think it's the males are the ones that are venomous or something.
They have spikes in their legs. Isn't that weird?
They're really weird looking.
Yeah.
They're great for jokes, though.
Such as...
well, you can do that. We'll put it on my bill
absolutely.
all day long. For a platypus.
They have the big bill. Ha ha.
There's also something to be said about puss being the second part of it.
Platypus.
Here it is.
That's an insult in the platypus. You platypussy.
Yeah.
Australian authorities arrested a man for allegedly removing a platypus from its natural habitat and taking it on a train ride.
Did the platypus enjoy the ride?
They traveled by train to the town of Caboolture, where they entered a shopping mall to show the platypus off to local shoppers. They face a fine of $300,000.
I'd look at that. Wouldn't you take a look at a platypus?
Yeah, and apparently that's literally what they're... Hey, look at this.
Hey, come check this out.
But
It's a hairy
you have a
duck.
song about the platypus in a train?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that train a-coming. It's rolling around the bend. Then I see a man with a platypus for a friend. They should throw that man in prison. What's a cop going to do? Enforce the Nature Conservation Act of 1992. Oh, you know, that's just a baby, said the officer. Can't take him out of the water. He may have venomous spurs. A man shot a croc in Sydney. They buried him at sea. You can't mess with them, son. We love that sweet, sweet platypus. You know we do.
They paid off there.
Sometimes they go long, Tom.
Yeah, Thomas said, boy, that was a slog, but you finally...
Yeah. Well worth it. Well worth it at the end, Pat. Thank you very much.
We may not have a platypus on a train, but what about a giant gorilla on a motorway?
That'll do.
Police in the UK investigating sightings of a giant gorilla statue on a motorway across England.
Wow.
The BBC reports the 8-foot-tall fiberglass ornament named Gary the Gorilla
It's Gary. Yeah.
was reported stolen from the Reynard Nursery in Kirkuk last month.
Who keeps? What was it last week? A stolen giant spoon from a Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah, the red spoon.
Now someone's stealing a giant gorilla.
Recently, however, owner Andrew Scott has been receiving photos of a gorilla matching Gary's description.
That's him.
Tied to a trailer that was spotted on the M25 and M40 roadways.
They call them roadways over there.
What roadie way you going to take to get there?
on the roadie way.
Near Warwick. Scott said he hopes they will be able to trace the vehicle from the images and get Gary the gorilla back.
Yes.
Yes.
Motor on the roadie way.
That is so silly.
Gary. Gary
Is
the
there
gorilla.
a picture of Gary?
I don't have one, but I'm sure I could find you one.
I'm looking here.
8-foot-tall Gary the
gosh.
gorilla.
Oh, look at that. It's the gorilla is seated, so it's really looks huge. And here it is in the back of a truck. King gone.
Really?
Oh, he looks very, very scary.
King gone?
Well, good luck to you. Gary, hope you find your home. I don't know why people keep stealing all these statues. We had the stolen fork, stolen spoon, and now a stolen gorilla. And a special request for something we were talking about.
Sorry, I just saw Gary for the first time sitting in the back of the trailer.
Looks like King Kong.
And you know what? At first glance, you would be like, whoa. Yeah.
You'd
Is it
think that was
strapped in
real.
like you would think a real gorilla?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
We were talking about various classic beers, if you will, retro beers. A lot of them are still out there. And it reminded me of this beer that was marketed to not much success.
Yeah, hello. Thank you, everyone, for coming here to do my beer commercial. Yeah, thank you. Are we ready to start? Musicians?
Ready.
Singers?
Ready.
Mr. Announcer?
I'm standing by.
Yeah, let's take it from the top. All right, choose the announcer.
Hello, Americans. Here comes the newest beer, imported from Germany.
For an ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say, gee, that hits the spot. Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz.
Nine. It's not Klitz. It is Klitz. Like my name, Hans Klitz. Klitz. Yeah. Yeah, let's try this again. Okay, from the top. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Announcer Man, you ready? Okay. Let's try this from the top.
Hello, Americans. It's the small, hard-to-find beer, Klitz.
For an ice cold beer, it's hot, hot, hot. The girls say, gee, that hits the spot. For romance on those special nights, it's Klitz.
Doomkopf! Listen. It's Klitz, not Klitz. Cut the music. Listen. Let me just do it myself. I'll sing it for you, okay? I'll show you how it's done. From the top.
1, 2.
Oh, nice cold beer, that's hot. The girls say
That hits the spot.
some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's Klitz. No, it's Klitz. No, you've got me doing it. Damn it.
Klitz, brewed in Kunz, Germany. Look for Klitz in the box, featuring the famous horses, the Clydesdales. Good day.
Morons, Doomkopf, I'm surrounded by
Nothing like a nice ice-cold Klitz.
When you say it like that.
What is it? The beer that made Kuntz City famous? What was it again? I forgot. Well, thank you very much. Coming up in the news, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have Greg Warren joining us. Hey.
I'll look forward to talking with Greg. He's always great. Also, we have karaoke and a machete and an old lady robbing a bank. We'll hear about all those things right now. I want to talk to you about sleeping. Sleeping. Especially Monday mornings can be hard to wake up unless you've had a great night's sleep like I did. Thank you to the Sleep Number bed and all those great folks that work at the Sleep Number stores. The Sleep Number, well, let's do the Sleep Number quiz. Chick McGee, what is your Sleep Number setting?
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom. You know that about me.
40. I missed my bed so much.
And 40 means it's a less firm mattress. And the beauty of the Sleep Number bed is you adjust it when you get home. So you go bzzz, and get it where you like it. Also, these Sleep Number beds are smart enough to help you decide what your perfect sleep number is so you can get proven quality sleep. Now, Sleep Number has a solution for lots of different things, including perhaps snoring. Find out about the Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. All these things can be found at the Sleep Number store near you, so choose proven quality sleep. And now Sleep Number's lowest price ever. So pay attention here. $1,200 off. $1,200 off the Sleep Number 360 i10 smart bed. This is for a limited time. And by the way, special financing currently available subject to credit approval. Details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. You're only going to find the 360 i10 smart bed for $1,200 off at the Sleep Number store for a brief period of time. Act now. You've been thinking about getting a great bed. The Sleep Number bed lasts longer and is adjustable on either side of the bed, so everybody's happy. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, comedy from Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. You're tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube, search Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the Bob and Tom Show while you listen. And for everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, and information, and of course, much, much more. Don't forget, the Bob and Tom Show puppets live at bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. From Augusta, John Rahm has become the fourth Spaniard to win the Masters. He trailed Brooks Koepka by 4 shots to start the marathon day of 30 holes due to the rain-delayed third round. Rahm wound up with a runaway victory when Koepka collapsed in the final round. Phil Mickelson turned in a 65, a remarkable charge by the 52-year-old three-time Masters champion. Rahm won his second major championship and moves back to number 1 in the world. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Pirates beat the White Sox 1-0. Texas over the Cubs, and San Francisco beat Kansas City. American League winners, Boston, Tampa Bay, the Yankees, Houston, Cleveland, and Toronto. In the National League, Cincinnati, Miami, Milwaukee, Colorado, Arizona, and San Diego all win. NBA winners yesterday, the final day of the regular season. Toronto, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Houston, Philly, Miami, Indiana, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Golden State, Denver, the Lakers, the Clippers, and Minnesota all win. And 2 games in the NHL yesterday. Boston over Philly in regulation 5-3. And Colorado skates to an overtime win, beating Anaheim 5-4. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working his cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicoterm. That's the name of it.
Nicoterm? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicoterm's a patch?
Yeah, Nicoterm it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch like you put on your arm.
Nicoterm is a patch?
Oh, I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter set patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm, guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
My best friend Jack fell from his ladder, drunk as a skunk at his work one day, broke his back, bruised his bladder, switched to beer, now he's okay. Grandma Thelma beat up me auntie, all liquored up on the lawn one day, so we took away her box of Chianti, switched to beer, now she's okay. Ah, honey, get your head to clear, switch to beer, switch to beer. You don't have to go to AA, switch to beer, you'll be okay. Father McFeely said a sorry mass, 3 sheets to the wind at his church one day. Pinched an altar boy on the ass, switched the beer, now he's okay. Yeah. Some tart broke my heart and set me free, so I drank straight gin for a year one day. Woke up in a rehab facility, switched the beer, now I'm okay. Honey, get your head to clear, switch the beer, switch the beer. You don't have to go to AA, switch the beer, you'll be okay.
Bravo.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
It's crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Bob
and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Pat. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Christy back from her vacation. Good to have you back, Christy.
Good to be back.
She got married, and I understand she's 2 months pregnant.
And then not get married, and I'm not pregnant.
Isn't that something?
Okay, well, I believe we're going to hook up with comedian Greg Warren. There he is.
He's not married, and he's not
with the
pregnant
Warren
either.
Report, the blue-eyed, handsome man, Greg Warren. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good. Got a nice letter about your work. You've got some big fans out there.
Oh, good.
Should I read the letter?
Well, is it a compliment?
Oh.
Dear friends, since Greg Warren is scheduled for your show, I'd like to share how much we enjoyed his appearance in Iowa Falls on Saturday.
All right.
We went with high expectations. Greg Warren totally delivered.
He sure does.
He also demonstrated his kind personality. It comes shining through.
Aww.
Thanks to Greg for making time in his schedule to visit our small Iowa town and bring us so much joy and laughter. We're looking forward to his new special signed Colette and Todd.
Ah. That's Todd with 1 D, actually, from what I remember.
That's correct. How did you know that?
Josh, how do you pronounce that?
Todd. And, yeah, that's Colette and Tom. And you... and not your traditional Todd with the 2 Ds.
Yeah, 2 Ds. Todd.
Yeah.
Did you sign something for him, Greg? Is that how you know that?
Well, they had a hat, like a fishing hat with a bunch of signatures on it, but I had already signed it apparently several years ago, as had Chick McGee and Mike Birbiglia, and I saw Drew's name on there too. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Well, that's nice that they
all the
enjoyed your show.
biggies. Yep.
Now,
all the big ones.
What's on your mind today, Greg Warren?
Well, I want to talk about snakes today, guys.
Tom's favorite subject.
Love them.
Yeah, it's some interesting stuff, guys. I'll warn you, some of this is very disturbing. I'll start with one that's very disturbing.
Okay.
A severed snake head can still bite you.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. It's nuts. It's scary. I'm not sure, but I think it goes for the same for a severed clown head.
That's right.
No.
And this is interesting. The severed head of an open mic comic will tell you, despite what you just saw, they can do 30 minutes and are available to open for you on the road.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Snakes, they have been around for 128.5 million years.
Whoa.
Most likely came from the ancient supercontinent Laurasia.
How about that?
I don't know much about supercontinents. I assume it's similar like a musical super group where they take one part of each continent and they sort of lump them together to get a big continent.
Yeah.
Well, they called it
Like,
Laurasia because the gentleman from Lorain, Ohio, named it. So,
oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was because the super group Asia.
Yeah, they were a super group.
Who'd they merge with?
I don't know.
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk.
Boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo. 1 and 2 and
The heat of the moment.
plays a lot of bass. Nice call.
The longest snake is, of course, the reticulated python. Of
course.
33 feet, guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Boy, how does
the anaconda is the thickest. That can get a foot thick.
If you're 33 feet long, how do you know what the tail end's doing? You know?
I mean,
I think it's because it's you.
The hell?
Yeah.
What am I doing back there?
You know what your feet are up to.
Yeah.
You have someone lopped off your toe right now, you'd scream.
Yeah, I'm wiggling my toes too now. Wiggle your toes. It's very relaxing. Isn't that nice?
No toe wiggling during this snake thing.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my fault.
The anaconda is a foot thick sometimes and 20 feet long. Those things can be 550 pounds.
You know, another interesting fact, Greg, I believe your anaconda don't want none unless what now? I forget the...
Unless they got buns, hon.
That's right.
That's right.
Fascinating.
Baby got
Thanks,
back.
Josh.
Yes, you're welcome.
The Burmese python is a very big, very wide, and very long. Not the longest or the widest, but it's a pretty formidable snake. Tom, what would they call the Burmese python today?
The Ceylonese, maybe?
Myanmarese.
Oh, sorry.
Myanmarese, I believe.
I can never remember which is. So, what, Burma is Myanmar?
Miramar.
Is
All
that
I know
controversial?
is that's where they make the shaving cream in Burma.
Really?
Of course. How did I not know that?
Burma shave.
Burma shave, of course.
Yeah,
I did.
Look it up.
Fastest snake is the black mamba, 12.5 miles an hour.
What? How did they ain't got no legs.
The catchiest snake is the black mamba number 5.
Need a little mamba.
A little bit
of Slytherin for that.
You guys know what the fastest snake in the U.S. is?
Don Prudhomme.
The
very good.
That's very good.
Famous drag racer.
Yeah.
Don the Snake Prudhomme.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it was given that nickname in a locker room while showering.
Hung like a
Oh, boy.
giraffe. Yep.
What is it, Greg?
It's the Coach Whip.
Coach Whip.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that's not to be confused with the Coach Choke. That's Latrell Sprewell.
Oh, yeah. Remember that? Wow. Man, that was a long time ago.
Most venomous is the Inland Taipei. They strike fast and sometimes 8 times in a row. Which, seems like they're just showing off.
Yeah.
Hey, were the last 7 really necessary? You killed them on the first one. Act like you've been there before, Ty. Very, very venomous. The Inland Taibo, harmless. Just
very ineffective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
a lot of
punches
show
in the air.
A few kicks every now and then.
Yeah. It's now this is just one. Oh God. Have you heard of Snake Island?
No.
There is an island off of Brazil, and it's what it sounds like. It's filled with this snake called golden lanceheads that are highly venomous. There's thousands of them, and you can't go there. The Brazilian government said it's illegal to go there.
No matter how much you may want to.
Yes, exactly. I think the reason you shouldn't go there is because it's called Snake Island.
Probably some great beachfront property available.
Yeah, there isn't a lighthouse there, and the Navy has to go there once a year to fix the lighthouse.
Oh, how'd you like to be on that detail?
No, thanks.
Yeah. I got in trouble. What am I, peeling potatoes? Not exactly.
They're a nasty-looking viper, too.
Let me see. Yeah,
oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, they look bad.
Awful.
Evil.
Snakes, of course, shed their skin. The young snakes do it to 4 to 5 times a year. The older snakes 1 or 2 times a year. Which I got to think when a snake goes to the dermatologist and is like, hey, I got a rash. The guy's like, well, when was the last time you shed your skin? He's like, 5 months ago. He's like, you know what? I'd prescribe a cream, but seems like we should just let it ride.
Silly.
Snakes do not have eyelids. They don't close their eyes.
Ever?
No, when they sleep, their eyes are not closed.
Ooh.
They do have these tiny little like sleep masks like you see on the airplanes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are very helpful.
And they also have little tiny cigarette holders to relax. Yeah.
Yes. Well, but they actually don't see when they're sleeping. They have a way to close their retinas. And that's how they sleep without seeing. I went out with this girl one time, and I had this sweater that I thought was pretty cool, and she said she had found a way to close her retinas when she
saw the
sweater.
Didn't care for it.
There's 4 ways that snakes moves, guys.
Let's count them down.
4 ways.
Thank you, Chick. Number 1, the concertina motion. That's when they scrunch their bodies up like an accordion and sort of use their belly muscles to push themselves forward.
And it also makes
usually see that on a tree.
It also makes an accordion noise when they do that.
And that's why the monkey with the tin cup is right next to him.
It's like a cartoon.
It's a hell of an act.
Yeah. Lateral undulation. That's the most common way snakes move. That's the slithering S movement.
Right. Serpentine.
Just as an aside, my brother likes his bacon crispy. And
okay.
If he doesn't get it crispy, he calls the waitress over and says, "Look at this bacon. I can make an S out of it. You should not be able to make an S out of crisp bacon."
Really?
Sounds like a real jerk.
That sounds like a Warren, all right.
Yeah.
Complaining to a waitress.
Bothering a server.
Yeah.
Then there's the rectilinear movement.
Oh, that's ass first, right?
That's when it goes right up your ass.
I knew I should have brought that one up. And finally, sidewinding, which is incredibly spooky. This is the snake uses its chin and tail to walk across a hot surface.
Yeah, sort of the Tokyo drift of the snake world.
Yes. And also, my favorite name for someone with questionable business ethics.
You're right.
Sidewinder.
He's a real sidewinder.
That guy's a real sidewinder, Josh. Stay away from him.
I tried to tell you. Yeah, what else?
You guys,
well, I got something for you. I got something for you. This is a story that was the BBC had last week.
Sorry, guys.
And I had I've received a letter from someone who tends to doubt the truth in this story. A South African pilot made an emergency landing after claiming a deadly cobra was found in the plane's cockpit. Pilot Rudolph Erasmus told the BBC, "I felt this cool sensation crawling up my shirt." At first, he thought it was his water bottle dripping, but then he turned his head and claims he saw a cobra receding its head beneath the seat. Erasmus was piloting a Beechcraft Baron 58, destined for Pretoria. According to the BBC, he informed his passengers of the stowaway and landed at the Welcome Airport. According to the BBC, the cobra was never found. Engineers have been stripping the plane trying to find it.
Hey, guys, he's on drugs.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I had a pilot write me a letter saying that's not possible. Who knows?
I mean, it's not possible. There could be a snake on a plane. I saw the movie.
Okay. Oh, guys, I did want to point out the number 1 biker name.
Snake?
Yeah.
Snake?
Sure.
Right?
Are you sure?
Followed up by, I would say, Rooster, Tank, Razor, Doc, and Preacher. and my favorite, Tiny. Now, guys.
Often they're not.
They're not. Tiny is usually a fat man.
Yeah.
Fatty, fat.
I'll tell you a quick story. Mark Gross and I were doing a show one time, and there was a bunch of bikers at the show. And we went and had some beers afterwards, and they were all kind of milling around. We were talking to Preacher, and this one guy, he was a big fat guy. He had a bunch of glasses. They were like souvenir glasses. They were all stacked up. And I go to Gross, I go, "Look, man, Tiny's got a bunch of glasses." So about 5 minutes later, Gross is at the bar with that guy, and he goes, so you're Tiny, huh? And the guy goes, "No, I'm Bull." Like, I just said he was tiny because he was a fat guy.
When did Mark come out of the coma?
How many stitches?
Wow.
Greg Warren is our guest, and Mr. Warren will be Wednesday the 19th at the New York Comedy Club in New York City. And then it looks like you're going to be at the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio, Friday, April 21st and Saturday, April 22nd. Then it's off to the Funny Bone in Des Moines and then Hilarities in Cleveland in early May. So some great stops coming up for Mr. Greg Warren. Always great on stage. Thank you very much, Greg.
Great to see you guys. I'll see you next week in studio.
Oh, really?
Tom, my comedy special comes out next Friday, and I thought I'd share that day with you guys.
All right.
What's the name of the special?
The Salesman.
Oh. And then where does one find it?
It is on it's on YouTube on the Nateland YouTube channel, Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. And I'm sorry, it's a week from Friday?
A week from Friday, the 21st of April.
We will look forward to it. Thank you very much, Greg.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you, Greg. Hey, Greg. Love you.
We have another name, and that name is Angie, A-N-G-I.
Angie.
Formerly of Angie's List, now it's just Angie, and you've been using Angie to help you get your home all fixed up. Josh, tell me more.
I have. Angie is your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done, they get them done well. That's right. Angie is your personal home expert. They've served 150 million consumers to date, with over 220,000 pros in their network.
I've been a member for years.
Yes,
Angie.
And they've actually reworked it a little bit, Christy. You have been a member. Now anyone can be. You can just go up. Yes, you don't have to sign up or pay anything. You just go on there. You click around. You put where you're at, what kind of work you're looking for, maybe a price range, and my gosh, they're going to get you taken care of. They got me taken care of with a roofer who's coming out very soon to do a little work for moi. Angie has simplified finding help for some projects. I'm sorry, for home projects. I need to have them fix that. In just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or you can research and connect with local pros for your specific project. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. That is another one of the great things Angie offers. Upfront, transparent pricing. No surprises, no shocks when you get that final bill. Angie is my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects. Maybe you have a small repair. Maybe you have a major remodel. Go to Angie. Anything you need to get done around the house, Angie is there for you. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, what'd you do over Easter weekend? Well, a bunch of guys got crucified for real, and they volunteered for it. We'll find out about that. And we have a really interesting story about an elderly lady who's a bank robber. We'll find out how that went. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job?
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotive. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Ah, well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life.
And my love and my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some
Or the
man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
Right, he comes in, gets the
away
good
for a long
loving, and then he
period of
leaves you
time.
alone for a month at a time. It's a great way to keep a relationship
Here it is.
together.
Here it is, kids.
Yeah.
You saying it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Here it goes. Nice guitar.
There's a boy on a western
Bay, and it's
Come on, Christy, sing along.
Really well.
100 ships a day, lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. Come on, everybody. There's a girl in a wonderful town, and she works laying whiskey down. It's a brandy, fetching all around. She serves them whiskey and wine.
On the side, she
says brandy. Fine girl, good wife, you would be such a fine loving the sail from the sea.
All right, thank you very, very much. All right.
How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of the man that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
It earned $377 million globally. That breaks the record held by Frozen 2. It also broke the record held by Warcraft for the biggest opening for a video game adaptation. Domestically, Super Mario Brothers, the movie, made about $146.4 million, and that puts it number one at the box office. John Wick Chapter 4 takes second place. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves came in at number 3. 3 more live-action films in the Star Wars universe are in the works. That's according to Lucasfilm. Daisy Ridley will return as Rey for a film about a new Jedi Order. Another film will tie up the stories in the Disney Plus series, such as The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. The third will focus on the Dawn of the Jedi. Speaking of Mandalorian, Jon Favreau's kids were the ones who tipped him off that Lizzo and Jack Black were fans of the show. Favreau, who is the writer and executive producer, said his kids pointed out how much Lizzo and Black talked about the series on social media. So that gave Favreau an idea. Let's reach out and see if they'll do a cameo. Sure enough, they did. They kept it secret, but you can catch Lizzo and Jack Black doing cameos in The Mandalorian. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Kristi Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I remember spending hours as a kid looking to the sky after my grandma passed away. I'd sit on the back porch, stare at the stars, and talk to her, and I felt connected to her even though she was gone. I remember looking at the moon, wondering what it would be like to become a test pilot, go through astronaut training, eventually get assigned a mission to the moon and being launched like a dart into the giant ball of cheese in the sky. Or should I just save my time and money and just go to Disney Studios where they actually filmed the landing?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because, you know, I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon. You know,
sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. You know, no rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. You know, they go by and bullwhip you. You know,
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, you know, those horse-drawn carriages, you know, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I
ass. Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney.
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kristi Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
In her puffy vest.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance studio.
Hey, chicks.
Here's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
I had a very good fart during the break. I'll tell you about it when we can.
I look forward to it.
Was it in the green room? Where was it?
Yes, you walked in. Yes.
Ace Cosby. Hey.
Yeah.
Very aromatic lately. Both you and Tom have been eating
unfair accusation.
I have, yeah.
Absolutely the truth. There's Willie Griswold.
I hate it when you have a good fart at work and someone walks in and ruins it for you.
Yeah, I felt bad.
I know it.
But man, it was good. It relieved a lot of pressure.
I've often wondered.
It was a pleasing bass.
I've often wondered when I'm in this restroom and I have a good fart, you got to be able to hear it because it hurts my ears. It's. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
You know something? Palate cleanser time.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that lobster that got a job at Pizza Hut?
I'm already in.
I did not hear about the lobster that got a job at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, he works at the crust station.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I like the setup.
Yeah,
This has
setup.
got to stop.
Yeah, the setup intriguing. Very.
Yeah.
Where's this going to go?
They worked at the crust station.
You know, Christy's joy of it makes me love it.
They make
What if the lobsters? What if it's their
so
job?
silly.
They have to cut the slices, and it's
Yes.
it's
Or
taking.
they have to spin the pizza crust and it goes over their claw.
It's taking forever, but they want to support these lobsters and help them out. They've had a rough go in life.
Yeah.
And so you sit there and you wait for the lobster to cut the pizza.
Anybody ever been pinched by one?
No, I haven't.
It's got to hurt, right?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I've been pinched by one of those little crayfish.
Yeah, those get you. Yeah.
That hurts. It does. I'm sure it's just magnified many times.
I think you're right. They're bigger.
As a kid, especially, I used to love to go to the lobster tank at the grocery
You
store.
still love it. You've made your children love it. Willie, did your father take you to the lobster tank?
Yeah, is that thing around anymore though?
Sure.
Depends on where you go.
I haven't seen one but I don't go to the grocery
There's
store.
a huge one at a place I go to downtown. It's real nice. I mean, it's gigantic.
Oh, downtown food.
Oh,
Downtown
That's that
at the
downtown
grocery
lobster.
store.
It's a food court.
Oh, okay.
Of course,
you know you've been there.
Oh, yeah, the lobster place. They have the, yeah.
I mean, that's a tank you could get inside.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That'd be a weird gig.
That's true.
Yeah, I got to do a personal appearance. No, I'm in a
Lobster tank.
I'm in a lobster tank.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to put rubber bands around their claws. That's what they said anyway.
I like to keep my testicles.
You know, I wait till little kids come up and then I release a large fart. They see the air coming out my ass.
I know
It's a
it.
big laugh.
Kills every time. Lobsters don't care for it, but the kids do it for the kids.
I do it for the kids.
I've never ordered a lobster like that before. Have you? You go, I'll take that one, and
no.
Yeah, either have I. And then they cook it up for you and you eat it.
You ever cooked one at home?
No, I haven't. It's good. Is it difficult?
Well,
you have to kill it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're
And
alive.
You
and
either
then
boil it to death.
And you know me. It's playing on the kitchen floor and walking around. And then
We boiled crab legs one weekend. Man, those were good. Right there in the big pot.
Were they alive?
No. You go
crab
and you get
legs.
Crab legs. Just the
that
legs.
would have been weird then if they were alive and they were just the legs.
Yeah,
It's
man,
like the
they were
snake
good.
that can bite with just the head.
See, this is why it's hard to talk to you. You know this, right? Okay.
No, I think the topic was taking a live critter and putting it into boiling water.
Yeah, it's very disturbing.
Is that a good
I
way?
had a tough time with that.
Is that a good way to die? Let's count them down.
I think not.
Best way to die
boiled
in your sleep, I would imagine, right?
Well, I'll tell you what. How about I would always say one of the worst ways would be crucifixion, which leads to this news story with Kristi Lee.
Speaking of crucifixion, you suffocate. You know that, right? Your chest collapsed.
8 Filipinos were nailed to crosses to reenact Jesus Christ's suffering in a gory Good Friday tradition that brought
Jesus Christ!
thousands of devotees and tourists to the Philippines. The practice has been discouraged by the official Catholic Church, but it's held in a small farming village north of Manila in a place called San Pedro C-U-T-U-D. How would you say that?
C-U-T-U-D.
Q-tude?
Q-tude?
Cutado?
Q-tud?
C-U-T-U-D.
Yeah.
The official response from the Catholic Church was, don't do that. Cut it out.
About a dozen villagers registered, but only 8 men participated, including 62-year-old sign painter Ruben Anahi, who has been nailed to a wooden cross. This would be his 34th time. In a news conference shortly after his brief crucifixion, Anahi said he prayed for the eradication of the COVID-19 virus and the end of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has contributed to gas and food prices soaring worldwide.
There are pictures of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they got nails through their hands, the whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
Through the wrists and ankles, or through
it looks like from this
from their hands.
It looks like it's right through their hands.
I mean, that's not how you do that. Boy,
this guy, he's a sign painter. It says so he can
stick the
brush right in. I don't know. It doesn't say how long they leave them up.
It's not long.
Because they don't die. They.
No. Sure. They just want to.
So they probably use those staging nails that have the 2 heads, so you can get them out quicker.
I can see your house from here.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, thank you, Pat. Do you have a song about the
staging?
Do you have a song?
No. He knows better than to do a crucifixion song.
that ain't happening. While my mom's alive.
Meanwhile, Pope Francis invoked prayers for both the Ukrainian and Russian people in his Easter message. Tens of thousands of faithful joined the 86-year-old pontiff Sunday to celebrate Christianity's most joyful day at Mass in a flower-adorned St. Peter's Square.
Oh, nice.
That's not the only reason the Pope is making news. He says sex is a beautiful thing, and it's normal to meet people on Tinder.
He also went on to say, I'm real horny.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird, right?
Pontiff made these comments.
Just touch it. Sorry.
While in conversation with a group of young Spanish-speaking adults for a new documentary called The Pope Answers.
And he plugs Tinder.
Yeah.
Don't you think he would have, gone for like Christian mingle, kind of help the cause?
In the film, Pope Francis says, quote, sex is one of the beautiful things God gave to human beings.
Sure.
When asked what he thought about young people meeting romantic partners on dating apps, the Pope said, it's normal. Young people have that eagerness to meet each other, and that's very good. When asked whether he wanted to be in a relationship.
Don't let the radio show get in the way of you having a refreshing drink over there, Tom. Sorry. No, it's fine.
When asked whether he wanted to be in a relationship.
As long as you got a big ass.
Boom!
I'm sorry.
You just saying.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
The Pope said he had been in a relationship before he entered the seminary, but then he chose celibacy. Well, I don't think you chose it, Pope. I think that it's kind of forced upon you.
You leave me, join the priest.
I think when the Pope used the term, I didn't tap that. I thought that was a little rough. Maybe that was just a mistranslation.
Things are lost.
We were talking about lobsters and crabs and things.
Sure.
This is from Mike listening to the show. Reminds me of the Algonquin Round Table, he says.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I was at a bar restaurant that had one of those claw machine games, but instead of stuffed toys, it was filled with water and live lobsters.
I've heard tell of these.
$2 a try. If you get one out, the restaurant cooks it for you.
Cool.
It's at a place near Holly, Michigan, about 12 years ago.
That's cool.
There you go.
How old are those lobsters, though? Think about that.
They have beards.
We all know those crane games. You can't win.
Long for the relief cooking will bring.
Been here 12 years. See, they think it's going to be cool. Hey, I hear you get hooked out here. You get to go over to the machine over there, and it's like riding a roller coaster. Yay! No, they don't know about the boiling water in the kitchen.
They say you can hear the lobster scream. Have you heard that?
Yeah, absolutely. Could just be air escaping from their
shell.
Exoskeletons.
Yeah, you do hear it.
Could be them screaming.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Very disturbing.
Wear headphones long enough like we do, and you can't hear anything. Yeah. You can't hear people screaming, being immersed in hot water. When we come back, we will find out what's going on.
Coming back
with a really interesting bank robbery from an old lady. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's, oh, me mother's, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
To the rank of wellness officer just days before Easter Sunday. The Easter Bunny could not be reached for comment. Congratulations to Percy, the new wellness officer in Yuba City, California. And that's a look at things you may have missed on a Monday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Good morning, sunshine. To the max, there's bologna in our
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. Listen, I have front row seats to a barn raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep!
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
This is for the people going through heartbreak right now, and you don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Get sick, turn my stomach, throw up, chuck, pray to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, rot, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
One way of doing it.
That's quality material.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Cheapers, peepers.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
You just said that.
I stopped. I'm sorry. There's Bob.
Hey, Bob.
What are we, back in time?
What are you doing?
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Oh, they look just the same.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Here we go.
That's Sam.
That's not Sam, that's Willie.
Oh, you got Sam and Bob and sorry.
Wishful thinking.
Okay.
I'm Chick McGee.
Wow.
Sam and Bob sounds like a restaurateur. Welcome to Sam and Bob's.
I'm Sam.
No. Okay. He's dressed like a fish or something.
Sam and Bob.
Sam and Bob.
Oh, not Sam and Bob. Sam and Bob.
I need you to
eat Sam and the other pink meat.
Yeah. That's Bob's.
There's Tom Griswold.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us. Christy
You
Lee is
haven't had a song in like forever.
I know.
What's going on over there?
I just did that one that only had the joke at the end. Remember that one?
It was very good. I enjoyed it very much.
Do you have any other songs?
Sure,
He does, but they revolve around news stories, which we're itching to get to.
You just got slapped in the hands.
What's going on? I can't see anything.
Okay. No.
Are you guys messing with me?
No.
Is he putting his penis on my head again?
No, he's not. Nothing,
Are you sure?
Nothing of the sort.
All right.
Okay. Try that one.
What's so funny? What did I do? What happened?
No, seriously, hold in your. I want to know if you can tell the difference between the Payday and the Pearsons.
Okay, which one is this? Just take it. Put your hand out.
Just put your hand out and take it now.
Ah, what is it?
It's either a Pearson's nut roll or a Payday.
Which one?
It smells like a payday.
Well, take a bite of it.
Oh, yeah. That might have a little cheese on it.
Which one do you think that is?
Did you rub this on your crack?
No, even more. He put it in his pants.
It tastes familiar.
Which one do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to.
Okay, well, now take that one.
Here's the second one.
I didn't really care for it, though.
You didn't like that one?
Take the second one.
I did take the second one. I'm still chewing the first one.
Let me see the first one.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Hold that one up, Chick. Okay.
Do you need a palate cleanser?
Did you have this one on your butt? Did you put this on your butt?
No.
All right.
Do you want a palate cleanser or are you okay to go?
I'm okay to go.
Okay, this is the second one. Now, do you think that's a Payday or is that the...
This one doesn't taste as salty.
That's probably because Christy licked all the salt off of it.
Christy had that in her mouth before I put it in my mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I licked it.
Ah!
She licked all the salt off that one.
How is it?
So which one do you think that is? Do you want to do it again?
No.
Oh, yeah, you do. Come on.
We can do it. We can do it right. We really cheated the first time. I got to tell you.
Can you tell which one?
Okay.
I think the second one.
I'm opening these. I'm opening these live on the air.
Was the Petersons.
The second one.
Mm-hmm. And the first one was the Payday.
Tom?
No.
No, you got it wrong.
I got it backwards?
Backwards, yeah.
Okay, now try it again. Here we go.
Which one's that?
Straight from the box. That was not. That was not in my crotch, and Christy did not lick it.
Yeah.
When you say straight from the box, what does that mean?
I mean the
wrap. Kind of
the
fishy,
wrapper.
Bob. A little sardine-like.
Okay.
I'll be done.
No, I didn't touch it.
Do you like that one?
Uh-huh.
All right. This is the Payday.
Okay, now try this one. Tell me what you think this is. This is straight from the wrapper. Is it the Pearsons or is it the Payday?
That's a Pearson.
You got it right the second
That's
time.
right.
Hey.
Well, it was probably the crotch cheese and the licking that ruined the first test. So
Yeah.
it really wasn't scientific.
When you lick all the salt off it, it just isn't any fun anymore.
You know, I think I'm going to do the show from now on blindfolded.
Well, unfortunately, we have to take off.
Hey, by the way, thanks for the paydays, chick.
You're welcome.
Oh, you bought those?
Oh, yeah.
You did, huh?
Well, thanks.
$12 worth of candy bar. That's the kind of cash I got thrown out.
But Bob, you enjoyed the Pearsons
I did, but
salted nut roll?
I have to admit, I like the payday better.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Chick. The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Chickster.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold. Go, Tom.
To answer
Go,
the question, did Christy Lee get married
Yes.
No.
while she was on vacay?
No.
Okay, just thought I'd check in.
No.
She wouldn't ruin her vacation.
Bought a hat. Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah.
Now, you had a story about a somewhat elderly woman who robbed a bank.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently her third bank job in her life.
Yeah.
Wow. At least the way that she was caught.
Yeah, we don't know how many she got away with.
Yeah.
She kept doing it.
As Chick often says, you never hear about the ones that go right.
That's right. The drug deal going wrong. Well, that was one. 50 go right.
I have been reminded that Todd Snyder, the great singer-songwriter, has a song that references his desire to rob a bank, which I, by the way, do not recommend. And, well, here it is.
They say 3% of the people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3%, and the rest goes down the drain. I will never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think we're 3%, 100% of the time.
Gotta write that down.
They say 72% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot. 84.4% of people believe them, whether they're accurate statistics or not. Now, I will never know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I need another double shot of something 90 proof. This is too much to think about. It's too much to think about. Too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt with too much to think about. They say 92% of everything you learned in high school was bullcrap that you will never need. 82% of everything you bought just to satisfy your greed. Because 94% of the entire population links possessions to success, even though 80% of the wealthiest 1% of the population drinks to an alarming extent. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, I've got too much to think about. 82% of all statisticians truly hate their freaking jobs. The average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles of the bank he robs. There's this little bank not far from here I've had my eyes on now for a while. Lately, all I can think about is going out in style. Yeah! It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. It's too much to think about.
Todd Snyder. Yeah. Don't go robbing banks.
That is brilliant. Man.
Got a lot of crime news this morning. You had the guy stealing the scooter out of a Target and trying to assemble it in the Target parking lot.
We have a Delaware man accused of stealing a piece of a 2,000-year-old Chinese sculpture at a Philadelphia museum. He's pleaded guilty and will face a maximum 2-year prison sentence and $20,000 fine. Mr. Michael Rohana allegedly broke off the thumb of a terracotta warrior during a so-called ugly sweater party at the Franklin Institute in December of 2017. The 10 sculptures in the traveling exhibit were valued at $4.5 million. Mr. Rohana admitted to making, quote, a drunken mistake. The plea deal means the federal charges were dismissed. That would have kept him in prison for up to 30 years had he been convicted.
He just broke the thumb off?
Yeah.
What, did the statue owe him money?
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Before they glue it on, they're going to want to wash that thumb.
Oh, no.
He said, ugly sweater party. I'll be right back. I've seen that exhibit.
The terracotta warriors?
It's amazing.
I bet.
It's great.
How tall are they, would you say?
It depends. There's a bunch of them. They're some of them are human size.
Okay.
And I guess they would bury them.
Right.
I guess in the earlier days, they would actually bury the army alive.
Boy, how about that?
How's that for a tough gig? What do you mean the general died? Are you kidding me? Why are we standing in this big hole? Well, that's a shame.
Yikes.
Can I be one of the shovelers?
They'd line up like that and then just get buried alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said, I got an idea. Why don't we make all these sculptures? We'll bury them and we'll still be here.
Hey, sir, we've noticed recruitment numbers have gone down.
Man. Police in Washington State say burglars broke into a coffee appliance shop to gain access to an Apple store. Eric Marks, regional store manager of Seattle Coffee Gear at Alderwood Mall, said the suspects broke in, cut a hole in their bathroom to gain access to the back room of the Apple store next door. Marks noted the burglars managed to cut through their bathroom and not hit any pipes, leading him to believe that the heist took a significant amount of planning. Linwood police told King 5, that's King 5.
That's right. This is King 5.
That 436 iPhones were stolen, estimating the total loss of $500,000. Seattle Coffee Gear suffered about $1,500 in damage.
Wow. This is like Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't think you can steal iPhones. They know where they are, right? I mean,
I have no idea.
Can
but
you? In other words, you're saying they all have whatever serial numbers or something.
And then when you go to get it activated, they may be able to go.
They'll ping.
Hey,
no way.
Yeah.
Hey, this is stolen. Stick them up, or whatever you want to say. Let me get those arms. Let me get those hands in these handcuffs, or something.
So
sure. Yeah. What else might the police officers say where they
anything you use can and will be used. Where are the donuts? Thank you.
This is kind of clever.
What's stealing the iPhones?
I mean,
it's a classic move too.
Yeah, they knew that the place next door had a bathroom and or whatever, and they cut into the wall. And
it's been done.
I'm seeing like Ocean 11 with a lot of guys in black turtlecks dressing up like Steve Jobs.
The same thing with the heating, the HVAC systems. Well, how do we get out of here? The HVAC system. And how many movies have they used that in?
So he's Chick's complaint is that these guys were a little cliche.
That's right.
A little hacky.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll break through the wall and steal stuff over there. Oh, I never thought of that. But it
How
worked.
would you do it?
I wouldn't steal the phones for starters,
Ever.
okay?
Well,
I'd
aren't
borrow
you
money from Tom and go buy a phone. That's how it works. That's how you do it.
He only steals ice.
Yes, from 20 years ago when we mentioned that. Can we do something about his non sequiturs? Is there anything?
A 60-year-old Michigan man facing charges after he allegedly assaulted a store clerk with a frozen fish.
Wow.
Detroit Free Press reports the incident occurred at the Desi Fruit Market in Warren.
Hey, Lucy, I'm home.
I love Juicy.
According to officials, Mr. Jabul Hussan became angry at a store clerk after being told the fish counter closed at 7 p.m. due to Ramadan. County prosecutor Peter Lucido said, quote, the suspect then allegedly assaulted the clerk on the head with a 4-pound frozen hilsa fish. Lucido clarified the hilsa fish is a kind of herring.
Lucido, I'm home.
The victim was transported to a local hospital for treatment. The 60-year-old suspect was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault.
I loved Hilsa and Frozen.
Yes.
Hilsa. That would hurt.
I
Yeah,
would think
it would.
so. Being hit with a frozen fish.
I'm not familiar with the Hilsa fish, but everybody's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been worse. Could have been a swordfish.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Ouch. That'd hurt.
On guard.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be funny in an action movie to see 2 guys fencing with 2 swordfish?
That has to have happened in a cartoon, doesn't it?
It must have. If not, we've got to do it.
Or it's just 2 guys fencing on a boat, and then a swordfish jumps out of the water and then gets one.
Ooh.
Wasn't there one where they have like a shark that looks like it's got a saw blade out front? Wasn't it?
A cartoon?
Yeah. I think that it was. Sorry.
Well, being hit with a frozen fish.
Yeah, okay.
Let's hope the scales of justice. I don't know. Thank you very much.
A Brevard County man.
Was he trying to? Was it attempt to gill?
Attempt to gill.
What is he doing?
I heard the guy went deaf. He's hard of hearing.
You heard that, huh?
A Brevard County man is accused of pulling out an 18-inch, not fish, but machete at a bar.
Yikes.
After being denied a turn to sing another karaoke song.
Okay, you can sing.
You got first cut as the deepest? I like the.
Mr. Travis Jordan, 39, was arrested Sunday and now faces a disorderly conduct charge in connection with the incident, which occurred at Kennedy's Lamppost Tavern in Cape Canaveral, Florida.
Just happened to have his machete with him?
Apparently.
Good Lord.
I bet some astronauts gotten sick in that place, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of puking.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of swords, did you see the one where they thought this guy had a rifle?
Transit police in Boston investigating reports of a person with a long rifle instead discovered a writer in a Star Wars costume. Transit police said multiple units responded to the report at Back Bay Station only to find a person dressed as Boba Fett armed with a replica gun.
Boba Fett.
WBZ
Boba Fett.
noted that Anime Boston was taking place at the nearby Heinz Convention Center that weekend.
I see.
Officers said they talked with the person at the scene and it was deemed safe.
Yes, he said, I am not the droid you are looking for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just a guy in a Star Wars.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So there was a virgin nerd as opposed to someone with a rifle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That Boba Fett's gun was long, wasn't it?
Yep. It sure was. And speaking of Boba Fett, 3 more live-action films in the Star Wars universe are in the works, according to Lucasfilm.
It's about time.
Daisy Ridley will return as Rey for a film about a new Jedi Order. Another film will tie up the stories in the Disney Plus series, such as Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. The third will focus on the dawn of the Jedi. Yeah.
Looking forward to Star Wars Episode 9. The wokeness has ruined the fun. That's right, Willie. You and your ilk.
Are you watching?
hell did I do?
I don't know what I'm mad at.
Are you watching The Mandalorian, Willie?
You know what? I haven't watched the new. I've tried to watch it. I'm going to sound like I'm old here. I click play on Disney Plus, and then it just takes me out of the app. I haven't watched it for that reason.
Oh, that's annoying.
I got to update the app. Maybe I don't know what it is, but I've watched the first seasons. It's great. It's
Lizzo
fun.
and Jack Black did a couple of cameos in the current season of Mandalorian.
And Josh, the nerds are angry.
Oh, and John Favreau.
these cameos?
Yeah. Favreau said the only reason he put him in there was because his kids told him on social media that the two were really big fans, Lizzo and Jack Black. They were always talking about how great Mandalorian was. So he thought, oh, this will be fun. We'll put him into the cameo. And you're right.
Nerds
People
are
were
mad?
not happy.
They're so
They
fired
find it
up.
to be distracting or something?
They just do not know what to do with themselves. It's just too much fun. People are having a great time watching it. It was directed by Ron Howard's kid, though. Whatever her name is.
Bryce Dallas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
sir.
her. She's directing now, too? Mm-hmm. Unleashed her. Okay.
Chick and I have both read that great book, The Boys.
No, you guys listened to it. I actually read it. That's right.
What is the difference?
Big
It's
difference.
just somebody else's voice. That's all.
No. You actually have to focus and read as opposed
Less
to being
nuanced, more boring. I highly recommend the book called The Boys. Ron Howard,
It's very good.
brother Clint. Real quick letter here.
What's his name? Clint?
Yes, Clint Howard.
I'm
He's
sorry.
been in
I
the
thought-
studio twice.
I thought you said
this is from Jerry. He says, my wife and I went to see Reno Collier at the Lebowski Center in Owasso, Michigan over the weekend. A packed house.
They want their money back. Right?
He absolutely killed it. It was a great show. Go see Reno. He will not disappoint. Thank you, Jerry, for taking the time to write that. Now, that Star Wars hunk reminds me of Bobcat Goldthwait and what he had to say about it when people are disturbed by, say, a cameo by someone famous in a movie that's science fiction. Here's what he had to say.
With us in the studio, comedian Bobcat Goldthwait is here with us. Once again, good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Weren't you featured in
Oh, yeah.
Hot
yeah.
to Try?
Yeah, right out of the gate, bring up my porn past.
No, that's not what I meant. I was just trying to be.
No, that's all right.
He loves. He's not.
I'm not making that up, Bob.
You don't finish a Hot to Try and go, wow, we're not going to get one better than that. No. I'm kind of.
I know you think he's being a smart aleck, but he loves talking horses. He really does.
Yeah. If I was Tom Hanks, you'd be going, hey, I really love Turner and Hooch. That's nice that you won Oscars. Do you know what I mean?
Bobcat Goldthwait is our
No,
guest. I truly did.
You
truly,
like it? Hot to Try? All right. Well, that put me in comedy jail. That movie.
I like goofy movies.
Now I didn't see Phantom Menace or the Attack of the Clones because I'm 40 years old and I've been laid. So Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings, none of that stuff really. But like a jerk, I went to the Star Wars re-release and they had added a couple scenes with a computer-generated image of Jabba the Hutt, right? And like. I'm a nerd, but this audience is like uber nerds who had memorized every damn frame of the movie, and they go nuts when Jabba the Hutt shows up because he's a computer-generated Jabba the Hutt. I don't know what their beef is, but they're like going, fake. This is true. Fake. Like the movie's gonna go, oh, you caught us. And finally, I snap. I go, yeah, Jabba's fake. He's not like the real Chewbacca. Listen, you nerds, this is all fake. It's in outer space. None of it happened. And if it did happen, there wouldn't be any explosions because outer space is a vacuum, and that means it's void of oxygen. And in order to create a fire, you need oxygen. In fact, in real space, the sound can't even travel in a pure vacuum. You would just have spaceships silently firing missiles into other craft, and they would implode and spin off course. That's the worst thing that could happen, you nerds. Actually, that's not what I really said.
I know what you really said.
I thought, later on I'm much clever. What I really said was, have any of you nerds ever seen a vagina? Could you pick a vagina out of a police lineup? If I had a vagina and a donut and a mop, could you tell me the difference between these things? Because the day you actually see one, you're going to throw that Stormtrooper cookie jar right out the window. You're going to go, why was I I thinking about? I go, I don't know. We've been trying to tell you about it for years.
Bobcat. That's Bobcat Goldthwait doing some dates. I'll give you some of his places he's going to be showing up live for some great live comedy. Right now, he's over there. It's Josh, and he's been dealing with a new lady. Well, she's been around for a long time. It's Angie from Angie's List. The new Angie is all about helping you fix up your home. Tell me more, Josh.
That's right. Angie is your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done. Angie gets them done well. Angie is your personal home expert, having served 150 million consumers to date, with over 220,000 pros in their network. I love Angie. Was on there looking for a new roofer and was able to find a pro within my area with terrific reviews and who will do the work within my price range. Thank you, Angie. Angie has simplified finding help for home projects. In fact, in just a few taps on the Angie app or clicks on their website, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish. Or if you're not ready to have that project done, you just want to kind of check things out. Hey, I wonder how much it would cost to get that granite countertop I've always wanted. Well, get on there, research, connect with local pros for that specific project. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. No surprises, no sticker shock when the project is done. They are priced up front, and they clearly lay out all the cost before you buy. Angie is my go-to for all types of projects. Maybe you have a small repair you need done, or a big major remodel. Angie can get it done for you. Anything you need to get done around the house, you just go to Angie. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much, Josh. Yeah. When we come back, we have some fascinating stuff in the news.
Our history lesson.
Including Titanic, The Great Gatsby, House of Wax. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Here's why I like soccer now. I love to see our soccer team lose, not because I'm against them, but because I love to see the look of disappointment in all these fake bandwagon fans. I was in the airport when Landon Donovan and the boys lost. People were in the airport crying. And we're just so proud of them. We love our soccer team. Really, name 3 players.
How true?
Just say you like soccer. First of all, we shouldn't even have a soccer team. We should have soccer players, but our national team's only function should be to go to other countries and allow them to stomp us, because they can't beat us in anything else. We go to every other country. We take their best athletes in all their other sports. Soccer is the only thing they still have a shot at beating us in. Why would you steal that country's joy? We still have fun. We still have porn and other things that make us happy.
A tremendous sport.
Yeah.
These other countries, all they have is that. And the last thing they want to do is lose to somebody they hate in the sport they perfect. How pissed would you be if the Lakers lost to Al Qaeda? Like, you understand?
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Slightly confused, that's me. Again, Greg Warren going to be out on the road next week. I think I opened the show saying later this week because it's early for me. Wednesday, April 19th in New York City, the New York Comedy Club, Greg Warren. Then Friday, April 21st and Saturday, April 22nd, the Funny Bone in Dayton, Ohio. That's Greg Warren, who joined us earlier today with another edition of The Warren Report. We learn a lot each each and every day, including the Warren Report today, plus a little bit of history on this April the 10th. And Tom Griswold will be along with that look at history right after this as we pursue more of Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. From Augusta, John Rahm has become the 4th Spaniard to win the Masters. He trailed Brooks Koepka by 4 shots to start the marathon day of 30 holes due to the rain-delayed 3rd round. Rahm wound up with a runaway victory when Koepka collapsed in the final round. Phil Mickelson turned in a 65, a remarkable charge by the 52-year-old 3-time Masters champion. Rahm won his 2nd major championship and moves back to #1 in the world. Major League Baseball yesterday, interleague action. Pirates beat the White Sox 1-0. Texas over the Cubs, and San Francisco beat Kansas City. American League winners, Boston, Tampa Bay, the Yankees, Houston, Cleveland, and Toronto. In the National League, Cincinnati, Miami, Milwaukee, Colorado, Arizona, and San Diego all win. NBA winners yesterday, the final day of the regular season, Toronto, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Houston, Philly, Miami, Indiana, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Golden State, Denver, the Lakers, the Clippers, and Minnesota all win. And 2 games in the NHL yesterday, Boston over Philly in regulation 5-3, and Colorado skates to an overtime win, beating Anaheim 5-4. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Sex is so prevalent in our society that nobody mentions what happens if you keep having it. You know, that I think every porno movie should end with giving birth to triplets. You know, just as a disclaimer, you know. So everybody knows, you know, what you get, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. You know, track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Jim, we mentioned you are a tall man.
Yes.
6'6",
6'6". Are you a single guy or married guy?
I just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
How's that going?
First timer? Yeah, first timer.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm learning, you know, very slowly. I'm learning, you know, when women get married, they take the guy's name, and I'm learning that us guys are also my married name is somebody. Somebody's got to take the trash out. At first I was like, is he talking to somebody else? Is there somebody else here?
Somebody.
Shouldn't we be on a first-name basis by now?
Well, someone's going to have to go to the hardware store, and somebody's going to have to put this table together.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Well, we got a song and a half out of Godwin today, Tom.
Barely.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold. Next time, charge him admission if he's just going to sit there and watch. Get a ticket. All day.
I love the show. Pat did great work today.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Willie Griswold.
Yo.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, Pat, would you like to play one more?
I did 4. I could do 5 if you'd like.
What?
Chick is kidding.
4 songs.
Yes, he did.
He did too.
The guy, see, that's the secret to Godwin. Works way harder than anyone gives him credit for.
Well, he would have to.
Does he pay you? What the hell?
No, as a matter of fact, he owes me money, but still.
He owes all of us money.
I was going to say.
You did a very nice job, Pat.
No, he doesn't. He's a great guy.
Now, Christy is back from her week-long vacation. She did not get married, although she is, in fact...
Spent a week in the desert. What?
You told me you got married.
I did not tell you that.
All right.
Okay. We will be hearing from you when you do get married, though.
Yeah, I'll come in here and tell you.
Okay. After the fact.
Is that right?
She's eloping. That's fine. Right now, it's time to check in with the world of history and fun.
Time now for today. In history, April 10th. Anywhere in the world. Tom?
1912, the Titanic set sail.
Ooh, a fateful voyage.
Yes, indeed.
You think there was somebody rushing up and don't go, and it was a time traveler and he knew what was going to happen, trying to stop him.
Oh, a time traveler.
That.
Yeah, I bet so.
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Or somebody missed the ship.
Hey, remember that guy who...
Remember Jack barely made the ship. He won the tickets in a poker game.
Sure.
If he'd lost that hand.
Yeah.
Have you seen...
Still be with us.
The online video of they cut in someone's golden retriever instead of Kate Winslet as Leonardo DiCaprio's sketching her. And the golden retriever's laying back.
I must find that.
So make me like one of your French women.
That's right.
At what point when the Titanic was going down did the booze become free?
Boy, that's a good question. You know, somebody went, well, hell with it. Glug, glug.
Yeah.
1925, of a similar era, The Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald published.
Seminal classic about...
what is it? Daisy?
Cars.
Social...
a billboard with eyes on it.
Partying and having a good time.
Green
and
egg.
Lights or something.
Somebody face down in the pool.
I know there's envy.
Easter eggs, something like that.
Oh, yeah, Easter Island eggs.
Wasn't Leonardo DiCaprio in that, too?
He was.
Wow.
He's in too many things. We can agree on that, right?
He's in all the historical things.
Take a break.
In 1953, this is for you, Josh. The first color 3D movie was released.
Ah, yes, the great House of Wax with Vincent Price.
Now, you, I understand, are working on a film called House of Wax, WHACKS.
That's right. It will also be in 3D. People will hate it.
This is the soundtrack.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you for being the Foley artist.
That's all right.
That's not Wax. That's the creepy guy sitting there.
Did you see The House of Wax?
The original and the remake.
Oh,
yes.
did you?
And I actually defend the remake. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It has Paris Hilton. When people say, oh, she can't act, well, she's just kind of being herself, and it's fine. Yes.
Somebody sweet.
It's a good horror movie.
I have another question about this one. Born in 1936, John Madden.
Yeah.
At what age, Willie, do guys know that there really was a John Madden when it comes to Madden football? What's the cutoff, do you think?
I might be right at that cutoff because I remember watching him. He was still calling play-by-play back then. I'd imagine now it's just some weird guy. They don't know who he is.
18-year-olds don't know.
Madden. No.
He was great. Super Bowl winner?
Yes.
The Raiders?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
He was coach, sure.
And responsible for a great boost for the career of the great Frank Caliendo, certainly. His John Madden is flawless. Happy birthday, Ken Griffey Sr. Christy, trivia question.
Who was his
Baseball
son?
player.
Who was his son?
Ken Griffey Jr.
I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't know that would be. I thought you had a real trivia question. He gave you a look.
What kind of a question is that?
What was the name
What's
of
the name of Ken Griffey Sr.'s
son that was
Ken
also
Griffey
a great baseball?
Jr. He was a baseball player.
Ding, 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 winner.
I had no idea you were...
Here you go, Christy. You'll like
Okay.
this one. Happy birthday, 1959, Brian Setzer.
Oh, I love him.
Friend of the show.
Oh.
Great guitar player.
Favorite bit of the whole career.
I heard he doesn't want to come back on the show because Christy made him nervous.
Uncomfortable? Well, I don't blame him.
Grabbing at
He
his
should be.
grabbing at his peen.
I did not grab
Advances.
his bean.
Here we go.
Give me that peen.
1988. Ace, do you know who this guy is? Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Great movie.
Which movie?
I couldn't tell you anything he's been in, but
He sees dead people.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, everyone calls him HJ, which is awkward.
Yeah.
H.J. Osmond. This is my son, H.J.
His brother Brian is very much more popular.
BJ. BJ, HJ.
H.W.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's pretty much it. Daisy Ridley from the Star Wars group.
Oh, we were just talking about him.
We were?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Him. What?
Go.
What the hell's wrong?
I'm a strong heroine.
Christy Lee's. Yeah, I know, right? Christy Lee's back from vacation, and we're all celebrating.
They should call it the Womandalorian. It's about a woman.
John Rahm won the Masters. And,
We are so wrong. We're on the wrong side of it.
hang on. We checked in with John Rahm again. Hang on.
Try to visualize.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like.
Boy, he sounds excited to win.
He's been going on like this for 4 hours.
The guy just wants to celebrate. Not talk
Well,
to these.
then-
I can tell it was close. But
Go back to Spain.
Who yelled that?
I did just now.
Was he eating a hot dog on the fairway? Did you see
He was
him walking?
snacking a lot.
Yeah, he was. He was like,
It's a sugar. Gotta keep the sugar right. Lawrence Welk has a great horn section.
Boys, let's shuffle off to Buffalo.
Yay! 2, 3, and yep. Hey.
I like it. You guys can scoff, Krista, and I'll dance.
I love it. Happy.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. See, that improved it.
It did.
Foxtrot.
Okay. I have taken part in a garage sale before.
You've taken fart?
Did I say taken fart? I have taken part and farted at a garage sale. That's exactly right. I'm getting a dumpster rental. Somebody's hooking me up.
Time's up, dummy.
Boys, let's shuffle off.
Thank you, Mr. Welk. Good night. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.